Hello. Hello. How is everyone? Person that's watching. How are you? How are you? I know that sun hitting right, ain't it? That sun's sitting right. Trying to make sure I'm not too trying to make sure ain't no signs around for people to dox me. I don't want to be doxed. Don't want to get doxed by anyone. I don't want no one to find me. It's a beautiful Monday evening, guys. It's a beautiful Monday evening. How y'all day going? Let me know in the comments. Let me know how your day is going. I got something in my eye. Oh my god. I might have to go to urgent care. I think I have conjunctivitis. Oh my god. I felt like I had something in my eye last night too, but I don't know. What do you do? A banana. Might it be a banana? Might it be a banana? It's a beautiful Monday afternoon. It's a beautiful Monday afternoon. It's a beautiful Monday afternoon. Section. It's a beautiful Monday afternoon. It's a beautiful Monday afternoon. How y'all doing today? Hello. Hello, my beautiful people. What's going on? Come say hello to your girl. Come say hello to your girlfriend. Come say hello. I'm just sitting at a park chilling. I'm trying to come in and catch a good vibe before I return to the shelter this evening, guys. Hello. Yes, I'm fabulous. I'm doing well. I can't complain. Had a pretty good day. Got some stuff out of the way, getting some business taken care of, just doing life. You understand me, just doing life, living life, doing what I need to do for self. Hello, 10 people watching. I hope all you guys give me a thumbs up before you come into the room. Please give me a thumbs up. That's all I ask. If you want to share the video as well. How's everyone doing today? How are you? Did you guys go to work today? I was off today. I go back to work tomorrow. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go. Me don't want to go to work tomorrow. But me have nothing else to do, so I might as well go to work, right? There's nothing else to do. I look tired. Still all right. I am tired. I had a long day. I am tired. I did have a long day. I had a long day, but productive. Very long and productive day. Now I'm just sitting. Well, I did eat I had some soup from Wawa, and now I'm like, I think I got the itis. I think I have the itis. So, a normal Monday for me, though. A normal Monday of running around, because like I said, on Tuesday, I got to go back to work. So, gotta do my big one tomorrow, honey. No, I don't want to go back to work, but I don't have a choice. I kind of have to. Kind of got to get back to it. Get back to it. I mean, I'd rather be at work than be at the shelter, so. I'd rather be at work than be at the shelter. And y'all, yesterday, the girls were, like, at the shelter cursing the staff member out. They were cursing this woman out. And I was just like, y'all be letting these girls talk to y'all like that? I just be sitting there like, I'd be like, I just sit and look. It's cold, but sun out. Yeah, it's cold. It's cold out, but the sun is out, so the sun heats up things. You know what I'm saying? In my car, it's pretty warm. Oh, you're in India. Hello from India. Were you here yesterday? I think you were here yesterday. Welcome back. It was another person from India. Like, you guys are really finding me, huh? I'm really trending, aren't I? Am I trending, guys? The northeast of India, 2:51 a.m. What are you doing up that late? What are you doing up at 2:51 in India? What's going on that you're up? You can't sleep? When that sun come out, northeast Nagaland? That's in India? Okay. So what are you doing up that early? Shouldn't you be sleeping? What do you have to do tomorrow? Do you have to go to work or something? Like, what is going on? You gotta get your rest. Yo, I got mucus in my. Gotta get that mucus checked up on, child. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do maybe a 3-hour live stream, guys. Today. I went on YouTube today. I went to the library, which I haven't been to the library in a long time. But the only reason I go to the library to check on my YouTube analytics page is because I've reached my watch time hours, but now I need to get paid, honey. I need to fix my ads on the channel and stuff like that. So one day y'all gonna come here, y'all gonna see ads on my channel. So don't get mad. Don't unsubscribe. I mean, I gotta get paid, right? So I did all the stuff, the steps that you have to take to get monetized and to get a check and all that stuff. So it's probably going to be like another month or two before I'm able to start earning revenue. I've earned revenue from YouTube before in the past, but that was about over 5 years ago. I did get a check just one check from YouTube at one point in time. Before they had all this watch time hour stuff, I did get some money from social media. So you can earn money from social media. It's not going to be a lot of money. Even if I just get $100 a month, that's something. You know what I'm saying? That's something I could add to my income, to my income revenue. You know how important it is to make money, right? You can search in Google. Okay. So what are you doing up this late in India? You can't sleep? I'm in Kansas City, Missouri, and it snowed and it's cold. Yeah, it's chilly. It's winter. I mean, it's winter time now, so that's what we're going to expect, We're going to expect the snow is on the way. I don't know about here where I'm at, but hopefully the snow will bypass us. But we do need snow. Like, we need the snowy weather. The snowy weather helps the ground, When springtime comes, it does help. We need the snow. Like, global warming is messing things up so bad. Global warming is not a good thing. So people are like, oh my God, it's in the middle of the winter and it's not really cold yet. It's global warming for you. It's just destroying the earth. The earth is being destroyed. So... and I don't like it, not one bit, but what can I do? You know what I mean? The earth is being destroyed by global warming. The earth is definitely being destroyed. The things that we used to have, like the snow, over 10 years ago is when we used to get a lot of snow. Maybe 7 years ago, we used to get a lot of snow. 10 years ago, 20 years ago, we used to get a lot of snow, but we don't get it no more. And people think that that's like a good thing, and it's really not a good thing, because the water from the snow moisturizes the land, right? It moisturizes, it brings water to our lakes, our streams, even our oceans. Like, we need the water. And people think it's like a good thing, since the earth is like cooling down. The earth is cooling off, right? That's not a good thing at all. It's not good for our animals. It's not good for our trees. It's just not good for the earth. And people think it's a good thing. Like, it's really not a good thing. And I don't like it, because I know that it's not a natural, it's not, what's going on right now in this earth is not a natural phenomenon. This is not natural, because the animals that's out there, the deer and all these wild animals, the bears, they need to survive too. And that's all a circle of life. Like, you know what I mean? The trees are dying. I don't want to get into the whole, they call me a conspiracy theorist, but I'm just speaking facts. Look at the earth that we live in. The pollution, all that stuff, it's affecting us all. The tree, I haven't never seen so many dead trees in my entire existence. The trees are dying. You see a whole bunch of dead trees over there. Why are those trees dead? Why are the trees dead? Why are we not even seeing a whole bunch of leaves blowing around no more? Y'all know why? Because half the trees are dead. A dead tree is not going to produce leaves, right? Let me not get into that, though. Let me not get into that conversation. So true. Everything on earth is natural. Even outer space is natural. Death is natural. Yeah, of course it is. But when it's being for when it's when phenomenons are killing, they're killing our trees. That's not natural. That's not natural for man, because that's who's doing it. Man, the chemtrails that's in the sky that you see, I see them right now in the sky. They go around with these planes and blow chemicals everywhere. That's why people are getting sick. That's why the cancer is out here. Like, it's not natural for you to go against Earth. That's not natural. There's nothing natural against it. Yes, death is natural. A forced death is not natural. When it's forced, that's not natural. So, when it's a forced death, that's nothing natural about that. So, but I don't get into those kind of conversations. I have my own beliefs and everything, and I know that this world that we live on is being forced into destruction. It's being forced. Man wants this earth to be destroyed. The darkness wants this whole earth to be destroyed. That's why half the trees are dead. People are like, oh, I don't see a lot of leaves. I wonder why you don't see a lot of leaves, because half the trees are already dead. That's why you don't see leaves. That's why you don't see. And guess what's next? The animals are going to start getting wiped out, because the animals don't have nowhere to drink from. They don't have resources. They're going to start looking at us as their meal ticket. So you got to think about that. But we don't need to get into that conversation, because people are going to be like, oh my God, she's a conspiracy theorist. No, this is a fact. If you just look around you, look at the earth. Everything is just falling apart, you know? But we are doing the best we can to buy every day. I'm not trying to make a shameful video or anything that's going to be like triggering, but I see it every day. And I'm an earth girl, right? I love being in nature. I love being in the woods, but they trying to destroy it. You see the grass now. Y'all see the grass is still kind of green. It's not even like the grass is supposed to be dormant right now. The grass is not even supposed to be green right now, but it's not cold enough. You know what I'm saying? So but I had a good day, y'all. I just came from the library. I was at the library today, and I just got some stuff done on my YouTube channel. I wish I had like a home base, like, you know, I wish I had an apartment for sure, but I wish my apartment. Ooh, I'm gonna get it back though. I miss my apartment. I miss having my my desktop computer, because I did a lot of my YouTube stuff on my desktop computer back then when I had my other channel, and it's easier having a desktop computer, because you can get into more things that you can get into. Like, you could do YouTube on your phone and everything, but when you have a LAN desktop computer, you can see more things in the analytics, and certain things on YouTube you could tap into better. I can edit inside YouTube Studio, but I can't edit in YouTube Studio on my phone. I don't think I can. So I have to look into that. But, you know, it's some videos that I put out there that I want to edit, and some videos I want to do, like when I'm at the Amish market, I want to share those videos and stuff and put some music into it, you know, jazz it up a little bit. So it's a lot I want to do with my YouTube channel, and I'm doing good with it. Like, I'm growing. People are finding me. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Yes, trains, automobiles, planes, factories, dumping waste in the oceans. Yes, the world is really being destroyed, man. We will be our own demise. It's so sad. It really is. It saddens me, because I'm and I don't really go on like tourist signs. I am a tourist, and I'm a earth sign, and I'm such a earthy girl. Like, I love hiking and anything in the back country. Like, I'm into all that, like rustic hunting. I like hunting videos. I watch hunters. I like hunting content of men or women going out there and just living off the land, eating the meat, the wild game type meats. Those are the meats I love to eat, if I had access, right? Who knows, one day. But for the people that go out and forage their own stuff, just like not getting it out of the store, going out here getting deer meat and all that stuff, I'm into all that stuff. I love watching stuff like that, like living off the land type stuff. This one guy, he has young boy, He bought some land in Tennessee, and he built his own house. Like, he's building his own cabin. He's doing some stuff now, but I haven't really been able to really catch up with what he's doing or whatever. So, he's a young boy. He bought his own land, and he's building his own house on his own land. So I'd be looking at him like, you go, boy. You're smart. You're very smart. He left. I guess he was in a relationship with his girlfriend, and things went awry, and he ended up just leaving the apartment behind and going off and living in the woods by himself with him and his dogs. I'm like, yo, that's the kind of life I want. I want to leave society too, but I got things that I got to do. So when I get past things that I need to do, maybe one day I'll be able to, go buy me a house in the mountains of Maine and just live off the land. Who knows where YouTube could take me? You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll be able to have access to just live off of social media and not have to be in society. And because if you live off grid and stuff and you have a nice setup on your YouTube or whatever, I mean, if you're going to do YouTube, take advantage of every platform and just monetize that. If you're able to monetize your YouTube stuff and you're able to survive off that, by all means. But nowadays, when it comes to social media, you don't never know which way that's going to go for you. Or you could be making a lot of money now, and then a year from now, you down to nothing. So I guess you got to watch it with YouTube and stuff, because you don't never know which way that's going to turn. One day you're making a lot of money on YouTube, and the next day you're not. So, but people are into that crazy content, so they like the thrill of the chase type content. So, the drama stuff, that's what people enjoy. But I just try to be authentic on mine. I talk about my life, so if people don't want to hear it, they don't want to hear about my woes. You don't have to be here. I'm trying to see customer. Okay, I think I got it. I'm just getting ready for work tomorrow. I have some notes that I have to take. My job is literally like being in college. My job is like being in college, honey. And it really pisses me off, but I have to take notes. Because there's some things at work that I have to do that I have to take notes because I'm not going to remember. So, but how was you guys' day? I got my journal and everything. I need to journal. I really need to journal. Please tell I'll be grateful. What? What does that mean? I don't understand. I don't understand what you're saying. I don't understand. What are you guys up to today? Let me know what state you guys are watching me from. Let me know. This is one. I gotta go back to work tomorrow. I don't understand what you're saying. Please tell hi, Pedros. I'll be grateful. What does that mean? I don't understand. Please enlighten me on what you're saying. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Sorry, I was looking at this guy. He got his dogs out. And it looked like he got 3 of them. I'm like, damn, how y'all got all them? How y'all take care of all them animals? Especially being a working person. Mm-mm. Oh, y'all got all them damn animals. I had I had chicken noodle soup today from Wawa. That's what I had for dinner. And I'm looking right now at all these chemtrails in the sky. I see them now. I'm looking at them. Really, really sad. Hello, how are you? Shelby, what's going on? Antoinette, how you doing, sis? Hello, beautiful. How's your eye feeling? I need to go to, I need to go, you can't really see, it's not red today, but I probably should be going to urgent care at some point. But it's not really red today, so I don't know what's going on, but it's not really bothering me. I'm looking at the sky. It's an airport around here, so I'm looking at this big plane. Come and take me away! Come and take me, plane. Take me to wherever you're going, please. Please come down here and get me. Please take me away. Make me disappear from this place. But I'm good. But it's not really bothering me today, so I'm not really. It felt a little itchy this morning. I think I do need some eye drops. You know, people were saying you probably got conjunctivitis or whatever. Some days I wake up and it's like red, but it's only this eye. Y'all probably can't tell anything now, but I don't know what the heck it is. I'm thinking conjunctivitis, I guess, but it's not in this one. It's in this eye. So, and when I wake up in the morning, I try to just wash my face. You know, I wash my face with my soap and stuff, but I don't. I try not to wipe in this eye. I just use a different rag for my face. You know, I use a different rag for my face than I use for my body, but yeah. Can y'all believe that some people, when I was in the shelter, in the other shelter, some of those girls said that they don't use washcloths? I'm like, how are you cleaning your body properly? Because rubbing soap on your body with your hands, that's not really cleansing, right? You got to get that dirt and oil and stuff off your body. Like, ooh, how do you do such? How do you do such a thing? How do you do that? Sounds right already. Sick. I'm just taking my notes when I get back to work tomorrow, y'all. I'll have everything I need because, you know, at work I do a lot of damn paperwork. Look at me rubbing in my eyes already. But my hands are clean, so. But sorry, my eye was really itching. I guess talking about eyes, I just started to have an itchy eye on the other side, but. And I know it looks like I'm rubbing hard, but I'm really not. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. I don't really rub on my face at all, but I make sure my hands are always clean. I really do. If you guys believe me or not, I never rub in my eyes and stuff with dirty hands. I don't touch any type of, like when I go to Wawa or any kind of public place, I go to the mall or something like that, I never touch those doors. If they don't have that thing that can open the door, I don't touch doors. I don't touch doors, darling. I don't touch doors. I'm just sitting here looking at these chemical trails in the sky, and I'm just like, I'm just bewildered by these freaking people that have the nerve. These damn trails are weird. There go the moon right there. I just can't believe what I'm seeing. I'm okay. Good that you're okay. I'm glad it's feeling better. I mean, I don't know. I still might have conjunctivitis. I probably still do need to get some eye drops. But I just haven't gotten around to it. I could have went to urgent care today. I mean, I probably still should go tonight. Maybe I'll get some eye. I'm tired. I don't feel like it. I don't know. Are eye drops like antibiotics? Are eye drops antibiotics, guys? Are eye drops antibiotics? I don't know. I really don't know. Now I feel like I got something in my freaking eye. Just talking about eyes. I feel like I have a piece of hair in this one now. I feel like I have something in this eye now. Ah! Oh my God. How was y'all day? Let me know in the comments. Let's communicate. Let's chop it up. Let's talk. Let's talk. That's what we're here for. That's why I go out. That's why I run a live stream. Come by and say hello. I thank you guys for coming by here every day checking on me. But I'm doing okay, y'all. I'm doing all right. I'm doing the best I can do. Most of the time, I'm always just freaking tired. Because that's what I did when I was home and I had my own apartment. I used to do a lot of sleeping. Because I had 2 jobs at that time, you know? And now, I just can't wait to get settled again. It's going to happen. It's just taking more time than I thought. I had an eyelash in that eye. I found it and pulled it out. But it's taking more time than I expected. thought I was the only person that used napkins to open doors. Yes, I use napkins. Hi, Rhonda. How you doing, sis? Michelle Dickerson. I'm 45, y'all. I don't have no problem with sharing my age. I am 45. 45. I'm going to say 45 and fine, honey. I didn't go to work today. I go back to work tomorrow. I was off today. I just ran some errands and did some things that I needed to do. I went to the library, checked on some of my stuff in YouTube. I'm going to be getting paid soon from YouTube, so that'll be nice. So if you guys see ads on my channel, can you guys please watch them? I mean, I don't know. I used to hate watching ads, but now I'm in the hot seat for ads. So now it's like, hey, but it is what it is. God is going to send the people my way that's going to support me the proper way, and I appreciate it. But, I could open up like super chats and all that stuff now. But I'd rather people, if they want to donate to me, to donate through Cash App, because super chats, they take a portion of that money. So, and like I said, again, I always put out there, I never ask for donations. So, but people still come here and say I'm begging. So, either way, you can't lose. You can't win. You cannot win, because people are still going to say what they want to say. Yeah, I did my YouTube paperwork today, Rhonda. I was in the, I had to go to the library to get on that. I couldn't really access certain things on YouTube without being in I had to get into the YouTube behind the scenes stuff. So I had to verify something, and then I had to verify my address. And I believe that they're going to mail me something to my address, to the address that I have on file, which is multiple different addresses when you're homeless. But I had to do that, and I think they're going to mail something to the address that I had on file, and then whatever they mail me is probably going to be like a PIN number or something, from what I'm thinking, because it happened before. I did this before with YouTube, and I did get paid off of YouTube a couple years ago, and I had to do the same thing. Like, they mail you like a PIN number. Then when you get the thing in the mail, they're expecting you to contact them with a PIN number or something. I don't know, but we'll see. But it'll probably take me another month or so, but y'all gonna see ads eventually at some point. At some point. Yeah, I was off today. I just, kicked back and did some errands, did some things that I needed to get out the way. I had an appointment that I had to get out of the way. So every Monday, I always have things that I have to do. How was your day today? What y'all do? Anything good today? Yeah, I had to do my YouTube paperwork, because certain things you can't access on like your phone for YouTube. So I had to go into them back screens and just, go into the analytics, and I was trying to get paid. I have to monetize each video. So I'm not going to make a lot of money from YouTube, but whatever I can make from YouTube, it's going to help me. So, you know what I'm saying? Even if I get $100 a month, it's something, something to look forward to have some kind of revenue come in. And YouTube is always up and down. So I'm grateful for that. And I didn't even open up this channel in the, like, oh, I'm going to get paid and all this stuff. I just wanted to talk about my channel and talk about homelessness. That's it. That's all I wanted to do. Like, hey, I'm living in my car. I started this in the summertime, even though there were some videos that was on this channel even before I decided to go viral with my video and talking about living in my car. But when I did that first video, I stayed in my car last night. That was the first night that I stayed in my car. And I woke up in the morning, and to me, it was God telling me, like, you need to share your journey. You need to share your story. And that's exactly what I did. And look at me now. Like, it's just, I get subscribers every single day. People just find me, and they just come here, and they're interested in this homeless thing, because this is a real thing that's happening, man. It's a real thing that's happening in America and all over the world, and other countries are used to living these lifestyles of living in cars. They've been doing it half their life, because some places are impoverished. You know what I'm saying? People don't even have, in certain other countries, don't have drinking water or food every day. I remember years ago, I used to talk to an African guy, a friend of mine that lived in Africa, and he was just always telling me how bad it was. This is why a lot of the Africans, they are trying to find wives, because they want to come here to this nation. And we do live in America, and America is the best nation in the world, right? Even though things that are going on now, we're just like, this ain't the best nation, but we are in a very lucky place being here in America, because some countries don't have fresh water. They can't shower. They're walking on, dusty roads. They don't have cars. They don't have gas. They don't have access to what we have access to here. So, yes, I'm grateful to be in America. Yes, I am very grateful to be here, even though things are messed up in our eyes here, but other places would die to come here. So I'm definitely grateful to be here in this place, even though we got our struggles and things going on here. But what we're going through here is better than what other countries are going through, especially those third world places. That's why all those men be in our inboxes. Hey, beautiful. Hello, beautiful. You look amazing today. You know what I'm saying? They want to get into America, man. Because what they're going through in their own place, they barely eating, you know what I'm saying? We sitting here in America eating 3 meals a day, which we don't need. We don't need 3 meals a day. But we just got to look and say how grateful we are to be here. Even though it's crazy right now, stuff that's going on. But this is the best place, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you go to a third world country. I mean, there's other countries that's hitting on America. You know what I'm saying? There's other good places to be. But every country, every place has their own problems. You know what I'm saying? There's problems everywhere you go. You know what I mean? There's problems everywhere we go. So nothing's gonna be perfect. Like, people got problems within their families and stuff. Look at me, I got my own damn problems. Like, we all got problems in our nations. They have issues. Canada got their own problems. Russia has everybody got something going on. Yeah, America. I think in America, probably Canada and these places that are privileged and stuff like that. We eat 3 meals a day. We don't need breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We really need 1 meal a day to survive. You're not going to die if you don't have breakfast. You're not going to die if you don't have lunch. If you just have dinner at 5 and you're hydrating yourself, or you just eat vegetables or, some fruit, we don't need all this stuff that we're consuming. You know what I'm saying? Even the stuff that we consume on Thanksgiving, which I only really consume food like Thanksgiving food once a year. But some people eat like that almost every other day. So come on now. Come on now. You can literally survive off of 1 meal a day. You're not going to die. You wouldn't even die if you didn't eat tomorrow. If you didn't eat tomorrow, you're not going to die. As long as you're keeping yourself hydrated, you can eat every other day. You don't have to eat every day. Yeah, and how much money you would save just having that? We don't need breakfast. That's why sometimes in the morning I get up and I say, some people would say, did you have breakfast? I don't eat breakfast like that. Breakfast to me, when I had my apartment, that was a treat for me because I'm not, I don't eat breakfast. I don't need that stuff. It's just gluttony. Like, we're eating this stuff because it tastes good. We're eating the bacon. We're eating the eggs. Oh, it tastes good. Oh, it looks good too. But we don't need all this stuff. And even if you portion things out, I try to have, being homeless, that's why I don't really engage in the stuff that they have at the shelter. Honestly, the stuff that they have at the shelter be frozen, the frozen fake behind pieces of eggs that be at McDonald's. They're probably not McDonald's eggs. They're probably just low. They give you in the shelter that you get the bottom of the barrel of food choices. They're not giving you real food. Some of that stuff is genetically modified stuff. You know what I'm saying? In the shelter, they're not giving us top grain eggs. Like, we're not getting that. So they say, do you eat in the shelter? No, barely ever. One morning I had a Caesar salad. I went to the grocers, to the ShopRite, got me a Caesar salad because I know I needed the vegetables. I need the nutrients. I need the vegetables. All this crap that they give us and stuff is garbage. It's fake stuff. Half the stuff is fake food, fake news. I'm 5'9", 182. Yeah, I mean, people do what they want to do. But me, in my body, I'm going to serve the Lord. But me and my body, I don't, a lot of this stuff is crap, man. It's garbage. But me being homeless, I don't have a choice. Like, today I had a soup from Wawa. Not good because, all the sodium that's in it and stuff like that. But I have to eat something, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm going to eat something, I'm going to make sure it's something that I'm eating is going to be some kind of wholesomeness to it, right? I did have some vegetables on the side today. And sometimes I just go to the grocery store and get a bag of vegetables and get some butter. take it to work and put it in the microwave and heat up the vegetables because I need that. You know what I'm saying? Me being homeless, I'm not getting the vitamins and minerals that I normally would have if I was living inside my own place, because I would be cooking a decent meal. I would be cooking like a piece of salmon with some vegetables and something wholesome for my body to thrive on. So, but being in a shelter, you don't get those nutrients like that. You know what I'm saying? But we don't need to eat 3 meals a day. We don't need dessert after a meal. Like a lot of stuff, we just like it because it tastes good. We're not eating to survive. We just eating it because it tastes good. And I'm guilty of that too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit up here like I'm some perfect person. Like, oh my God, I just eat this. We gotta eat to live, man. You have to eat to live, not live to eat. I did that for Thanksgiving and I was miserable for the rest of the day. I thought to myself that was ridiculous. And the Thanksgiving food tastes good. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy it. I like to get down too, because I said when I move into my place, I'm going to make a nice Thanksgiving meal that I missed. But we don't need all this food that we consume. We don't need, like, it's so sad when you ride past these fast food places and all these restaurants are filled up with cars. All of them. And everybody's like, oh, I'm broke. But you ain't broke enough to go out to eat at these restaurants because the stuff tastes good. It tastes good. It's flavorful. We like the taste of the food. But half the time, a lot of that crap is garbage. Like the stuff they give us at the shelter is trash. They give us like frozen eggs. We don't even know if they're real eggs. We don't know that. Fasting is definitely a thing. That's what, 1 meal a day would be you fasting all day. I would eat 1 meal a day and I would eat something around like 4 or 5 o'clock. I would eat my dinner around that time. And then for most of the morning, I would have water. I would always start my morning with a coffee. But I always like go to ShopRite and I get bananas, and I'll go to the produce place and I'll get some avocados, and I could just cut an avocado in half and just eat that just like that. As long as it's like ripe enough, I'll eat an avocado and say, oh, avocado. I make some avocado toast, I try, but a lot of this stuff out here is garbage and trash. So, and I can't wait to move into my apartment because I'm going to make videos of me making, like, this is what I'm making for dinner tonight. We're having salmon and some vegetables and maybe a baked potato, a baked sweet potato, So I try. And those are the things I did when I had my place. I'm not going to lie. I got down sometimes like, oh, I want me a steak and this and that. We eat stuff that not the most healthiest, but if you're not eating that stuff every single day, you okay. But if you're consuming the garbage every single day, sis, you're going to be in that doctor's office and they're going to be trying to give you cholesterol medicine, and you're going to be in there with them doctors. And once you get mixed up with these doctors and they start putting you on this blood pressure medicine and all that stuff, I was telling my friend, the guy that I was talking to, my friend, he's a homeless guy too, but when I was talking to him, I was like, yo, he was like, oh, I take so much medication every day, it's like Skittles. And I said, yo, are you comfortable with taking that crap? I said, stand up for yourself. Just because a doctor gives you something doesn't mean that you need it. Stop trusting these doctors, man. Half the stuff we can cure ourselves from when we just change our diet and incorporate exercise in your daily routine. I went to the gym this morning, but it's engraved in my spirit to even exercise every day. It's in me. It's in me. Some things are in you and it ain't going to change. Like that coffee that I like to have, it's in me. It ain't going to change. But I don't drink coffee every single morning. I don't drink coffee 7 days a week. I might have coffee maybe 4 days out of the week. I was happy the other day. I was like, oh, I didn't get no coffee today, but I went to work and made some, homemade coffee or whatever. But it's a lot of things that we can change about ourselves. We just have to do it. We have to stop being lazy. Like when I was talking to my sister before we had a falling out, I said, you complain about you being fat. Oh, look at my stomach. Look at my body. I'm all fat and stuff. What are you doing to change that, though? Oh, but here we go with the excuses. Oh, but I'm at work and exercise, cut that out. I go to work and I walk around all day. That's not you. We're not putting that into the equation. Exercise in my head is taking that time out of your day to go and do something for your health. Not walking around all day. Oh, I work in a big place and I'm walking all day. I get my exercise when I'm at work. No, to me, exercise is what you're doing on your own time. That's exercise to me. It's great that you can walk at work and you have this big open space to walk, but you got to put aside 30 minutes to an hour every day and do something for your body. Because that's what I do. I told my sister, I said, well, you have to exercise. She's like, well, I eat salads. Well, that's not enough. You have to exercise, sis. Walk in the park. You can walk in the park starting off. You could do a 10-minute walk. You could do a 5-minute walk, but do something. To say that you can write it in your journal every day and say, hey, I did this today. When I do something for myself, like what I did today, right? I'm not going to tell y'all what I did, but I did something. Something that I needed to do, and I was happy about it. And I patted myself on the back and I said, you know what? I'm proud of myself. I succeed. I did this today. To another person, what I did may seem to be so small. Oh, so what? That's what most people do. But I congratulate myself and I pat myself on the back because I'm like, wow, I had a good day today and I got some things done that I needed to do in my life. On my day off, I got stuff done, which most people do get things done. But I congratulated myself. I patted myself on the back. I went to the gym today. When I got done, I sat in my car and I was like, you go, girl. I'm in this. But I've been doing the gym thing for what, 13 years now? Like exercising consistently. It's part of my life. I don't feel right if I don't exercise. Even on the days that I don't even want to, because I get those days where I'm like, man, F that. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. But I'm going to get in there and do 30 minutes of something. Even if I walk around in circles for 30 minutes, that's exercise for my day. Even if you walk for 5 minutes, but you should be doing something. Put aside, we got our phones in our hands. When you off for work, we looking at our phones. We looking at YouTube. We looking at a movie on Netflix. You talking to a guy. I got this new dude in my life. Okay. We got to put forth the extra time to do something for ourselves, to clear our minds. And I was trying to tell my sister, I said, sis, that's not enough. Like, you go to church, right? She loved church. And, you know, you going to church, you spending all this time in church, prayer, this and that. What about your exercise, babe? Exercise for yourself. You see, you complaining about your husband being overweight too. She's talking about him. Oh, he got diabetes, borderline diabetic, and he's a big man too. He's overweight himself, her husband. But I said, y'all got to do something. But the things that you want to do and things that you like to do is you don't have to worry about, you know, pulling teeth to do that because you like doing it. Nobody really likes to exercise, but it's in my spirit now. I don't have a choice. It's like this is a part of my life. This is a part of my life because I don't want to be any other way. I don't want to be overweight. I want to feel good. And not only that, the main thing for me right now is my mental health. Exercise helps me get through my mental mind. That's the biggest thing for me right now. Because some people say, well, you look good now. You know, just because somebody look good don't mean that they should stop exercising. That doesn't make sense. I said, I'm in this now for mental health. Mental clarity. When I get around other people that's exercising in the gym, that's working out too, I feel excited. I like want to get in there. Like, look at all these people on this treadmill. Let me get in here and get on mine. Makes me happy. Gets me excited. I get pumped when I see those people on there. I'm like, ooh, today's going to be a good day. I see 10 people over here on the treadmill. I see 15 people over here. I see the men over there lifting their weights. And I said, after I do my cardio, I'm going to do some stuff to work on my arms because this summer is going to be a wrap. Yes, ain't for me. It helps my anxiety. It helps my mental mind, man. Because I be tripping. Like, my mind is sometimes start tripping. And I be like, y'all be wanting to knock people's head off or curse them out at work or whatever. Give somebody a piece of my mind. But I know I can't act like that. Yeah, you got to keep your body moving. Because you know what? When your body, like, talk to someone, probably an older person. Not even an older person. Just talk to somebody that don't stretch their body. Talk to someone, and I'm not even a personal trainer, and I know this. Because I know my body. I stretch and move every single day. But if you don't stretch and move your body every day, as we get older, our body is going to just mold into that position of just standing up, walking upright. That's what our body is going to mold into. Some people can't even stretch their arms. Some people can't touch their toes. That's not normal or natural. That's not good for your body to not be able to touch your toes. Some people can't bend. But if you start stretching and bending every day your body is going to get easier. When I started doing yoga, that opened up a plethora of my body. I said, yo, by the time I'm 50, I'm going to know how to do a split. And I'm almost there. That was my goal. I said, by the time I'm 50, I'm going to know how to do a split. But I'm going to be splitting in 2026. I'm almost there. I stretch my legs open every day. My hips, opening to my hips. That's a goal that I wanted to do. Open up my hips, because when you release that pain out of your shoulders, your hips and your shoulders carry pain. It carry things that you've been through in your life. You have to release these things out of your body because these things are built up inside our body. That's why we have body pains and back pain. When I started doing yoga, I don't have back pain no more like that. I don't have back pain like that no more. I started doing yoga, twisting and moving my body, doing headstands and all that stuff, you gotta stretch your body. You're gonna see that your life is gonna open up differently. Yeah, hip mobility is amazing for men and women. Men and women should do hip mobility. I said in 2026, I'm going to be doing a split all the way. I'm almost there. I started doing yoga maybe a few years ago, and I didn't even believe in yoga. I don't believe in the spiritual side of yoga. I just stretch, right? I don't even call it yoga for myself. I just stretch. But moving your body is so important, and you carry pain, frustration, anger. You carry these things inside your shoulders, in your neck, in your hips. You got to release that. And releasing that stuff, stretching will help you release so much. I'm telling you, I'm doing it. I'm doing it now. Like, I'm living proof. I still do my cardio and all that, but I tap into everything. Anything that's going to help me in my life, I'm tapping into. Because I told myself when I'm 50, I'm going to be a spitfire. I don't really portion anything because I'm kind of out here. I don't have a traditional kitchen because I'm homeless. So I don't portion anything. But I'm not a big, heavy eater anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big eater. And like I said, I'm out here kind of on a whim eating at, I try to go to the grocery store and get stuff. I end up sometimes getting like a burger from Burger King, or today I had some soup from, Wawa. When you're homeless and stuff, you kind of got to get what you can get. But I still try to eat something that's going to be nutritious for my body. Wow, what types of yoga did you start? I just did the basic yoga. You can look up any kind of basic yoga on YouTube. Everything I do, I look it up on YouTube and figure it out. I look up exercises and everything on YouTube. Your body, and on top of that, women, you need to incorporate weights into your body. We need to lift weights. We need to lift dumbbells. You need to have resistance inside your workouts, which is lifting weights and dumbbells and all that stuff. It doesn't have to be anything heavy, but we need it for our muscles. Because as we get older, our muscles continue to get frailer and weaker. Frailer and weaker. We need stretch, we need cardio, and we just need so much. And I'm not even a physical trainer. I learned all this stuff on my own. Guess we have to keep the body moving. I started back drinking green tea. I hate green tea, but I know it's good for you. Tomorrow my mom drank only water and green tea, and it's cleared her out so much that she lost 20 pounds. Yeah, green tea is definitely good for you. I don't like green tea, but sometimes when I'm at work, I do drink it because I know the benefits of it. Do I eat once a day? Not really. Not really, but I really don't consume breakfast, but sometimes I do have like bananas. So I would say, yeah, I do eat once a day. I would say, yeah, I kind of do. But some mornings, if I feel like I'm hungry, I will go like get some bananas or whatever. I always try to keep bananas around because bananas are cheap. You can go to the grocery store and get like 4 bananas for like $1. So I always keep the bananas around, and it's not really the season for like, certain things, but when it's peak season for like apples and all that stuff, I always make sure I have apples. I always make sure I have like avocados available. Try to have fresh fruit as much as you can, but like I said, being homeless and not having access to a refrigerator, it's hard when you out here homeless and you trying to eat right. But you can still do it. It can still be done, but it's going to be a lot harder. Yeah, Coca-Cola, you definitely got to put that down. It's okay to maybe have a cola. Like, I do like soda. I'm not going to sit here in front to y'all like I'm some perfect person. I can kind of eat whatever I want to eat, but I still don't eat whatever I want all the time. I try. Some days I get a burger from Burger King, and some days I'll be like, okay, what they having at the shelter? I asked the girl last night, I said, what are they having for dinner? I don't know what their dinner is. It could be fake meat for all I know. She was like, oh, we had chicken. So I don't know if it's real chicken or fake chicken. If it's fake chicken, I could tell what it looks like, what it smells like, what it, the shape of it. I don't want to eat any kind of fake artificial nothing. I'll eat oodles and noodles before. I know oodles and noodles are not even good for you either, right? But sometimes I have to do what I have to do to eat, you know what I mean? So sometimes at work I'm eating oodles and noodles, or I go to ShopRite and get like a Caesar salad, and I had a Caesar salad the other day for breakfast because I felt like I needed the nutrients, you know what I'm saying? I needed the vitamins. I need those. I like the elliptical. I love the elliptical too. I love when I go into the gym and I see all the men. For some reason in Planet Fitness, it's like all these guys are on the elliptical early in the morning. Might be 1 or 2 women on the elliptical, but women normally get to the treadmill. Like I exercise, I just switch it up. Like I get sick of the treadmill. I'll walk on the treadmill, I'll jog, I'll do a slow jog, and then sometimes I'll do a sprint for like, I'll sprint for like a whole minute, like run a little bit faster or whatever. Then I'll walk, and then I'll do the stairs. But I get bored fast. You know, I'm really tired of Planet Fitness. So I'm thinking in 2026, I want to do something like maybe jujitsu or something. Like try something different that I've never tried before. Jujitsu. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but I want to do that. Drink coffee and water, yeah. I have a soda, like I got a soda right now, but I have a soda maybe like once a week, once every other week. I will engage and get like a soda, but I drink my coffee in the morning, which I kind of want to get away from the coffee drinking because I put like creamer in it, and you know, it's not the best, but I like my coffee. I actually have my, well, I didn't drink all my coffee this morning. I got to start putting myself like, I want to start doing a 12-ounce coffee because I normally get a 16-ounce coffee, and sometimes I don't even drink it all. And that's the bad thing about me. So now I'm like, I need to just get a 12-ounce coffee, do my creamer. Once I done, I can drink that 12-ounce pretty quick. Once I drink the coffee and it starts getting cold and I go to the gym and then I come back to my car, the coffee's cold. I have really no way of heating it up unless I'm at work. So if I don't really heat it up again, I really don't like to drink cold coffee. So yeah, the 16 ounces, I got to stop with those. I gotta start with the 16-ounce coffee. And so I drink coffee and water, yeah. Sometimes I go to the Amish market. I'll have the sweet tooth, right? The Amish people be having these nice, like, fresh juices. I mean, they're filled with sugar, too, but they be having these juices that I like. The lemonade mixed with strawberry puree. I like those, but I don't get those all the time because they're filled with sugar, and I need to stay away from sugar. I definitely have a sugar problem. Yeah, I drink coffee every day, and that's something I want to cut. I don't even drink coffee every day. Sorry. In the whole 7 days, I might drink coffee maybe 4 or 5 times. And that's not really good because I put it creamer in it, and you know what I mean? So the coffee is kind of my little, I love the exercise bike I want to learn. I'm not really a fan of biking. I'm not really crazy about biking because I feel like, you know how you got to sit on the bike as a woman? I feel like I'm sitting too damn long and then my crotch starts to hurt. So I'm like, yeah, just coffee and water. I don't really portion anything because I don't have anything to portion. Being out here in the streets, it's like I don't really have, I can't, you know. But I'm at the park, y'all, and it's dark now. It's dark now. It's dark now. And it's only like 5 o'clock. But somebody's out here with their dog, so I guess that guy's about to leave. But I'm going to start headed out. I'm going to go find me another place to, because, you know, I don't want to be in these kind of places because the cops do come around and check on these places. And if they see somebody here, like, after hours, some cops will give you a ticket. Like, you're not supposed to be here after dusk. So, yeah, the cushion thing be pissing me off because sometimes I get, but when I was in a gym before, like, when I had my apartment, I was in this gym. And this was a gym that I paid, like, $60 a month to join. And I really liked the gym because they had all the amenities. They had like the pool, they had a hot jacuzzi, they had the cold pool, they had a hot pool, they had a heated pool, and then they had a regular pool with the regular water that was cool. And then they had the jacuzzi, you know, jacuzzi, everybody jumping in those. So I like that gym. And I was paying $60 a month for it. And everybody was like, are you crazy? That's too expensive. And I said, listen, I'm a gym girl. So that right there, I love that. If you're a gym person, you're gonna pay for it. You're gonna pay for the amenities. You pay for what you want. You know what I mean? I'm just looking at this girl like, excuse me, but this is my life. You know what I mean? You pay for what you want. But I'm not at a point in my life right now that I need to be paying for a $60 gym. So that's why I stay at Planet Fitness. But when I get myself settled and I get me an apartment and stuff, I'm gonna go back to the nice gym. Because I like the amenities that they have. Like, I like the jacuzzis and all that stuff. I like that stuff, you know? I go back to work tomorrow, but I'm glad I don't have to work in the morning. I do not have a day shift. Guys, I went to Dollar Tree today, and Dollar Tree be having, like, nail polishes, like the Sally Hansen nail polishes. I got me some Sally Hansen nail polishes for $1. And y'all know Sally Hansen is not really cheap. It's not cheap nail polish, right? So Sally Hansen, you can get Sally Hansen at Target or Walmart, and it's probably like $3 or $4 for Sally Hansen, which is really not a bad price for nail polish, but I like Sally Hansen. You can find Sally Hansen at the Dollar Tree sometimes. I bought me 2 Sally Hansen nail polishes. I got one that had, like, and I'm not really a glitter girl, but it had that real fine glitter. and it looks pretty on my nails. Like if you put like a regular coat on and then you put the glitter on top. So I like that. It's like New Year's Eve. It's like New Year's Eve parties, and it has this glitter to it. It's like that real fine. It's so pretty. It's Sally Hansen, and it's like this pretty glitter. What's the name of it? It's called Silver Storm, and it definitely looks like a silver storm, but it's so pretty over top of like. I'm just a girly girl. I gotta have my nails painted. I don't go get my nails done. But when I go back to work and stuff, what I do, I want to have my nails looking nice and painted. And if they're not painted and they start chipping and stuff, I hate that chip look. It just looks terrible to me. I don't like the chipped nails and all that stuff. I like, the sauna is so nice. I would like to see. There wasn't a sauna in this gym that I had when I was paying $60 a month, but they did have one of those steam rooms. They had a steam room when it felt like you were in a shower, but it was just water like misting around. So they had the steam room, but a gym that I had that I was affiliated with when COVID started, this gym just shut down completely. I guess, business went down because of COVID. So this gym shut down, but this gym had one of those hot rooms. It feels like you're in an oven. They got the hot rocks and all that stuff. That's what they had in the other gym, and I love that. They had that. They had a pool. Did they have a pool? Or did they have a jacuzzi? I don't think they had a jacuzzi. I think that in this other gym that I had around COVID when it shut down, I think it had one of those hot rooms. It feels like you walking into it's like a spa experience, but it feels like you're walking into an oven, but it had that whole thing like the spa experience, like with the, it was nice. And when COVID happened, that's when the gym just went down in flames. So have any of the women in the shelter making efforts on finding their own place? Girl, it's hard, man. It's even hard when me and I have a job. So when people say something like finding their own place, the first thing we have to find is the finances. The money has to be there. And that's very hard. For me, it's hard because like I said, I'm trying to find a second job, and it's been hard. But for them, I think a lot of those women in the shelter are collecting welfare. They collect food stamps, and they have general, like they're collecting cash assistance. So most of the girls in there are on welfare. And from what I'm hearing, the shelter will keep women that are collecting welfare. They will let them stay in that shelter up to a whole year. And I didn't know that. I was like, well, damn. Should I quit my job? No, I wouldn't do that. It's not that serious. But the girls that are collecting welfare, they said that the shelters will keep them in the shelter for up to a year. So the shelters, they're benefiting from people collecting assistance. I don't know how much they get, but somebody like me that have a job, they're not really getting probably much from me, from having me in there. I mean, they get something from having me, but they're not benefiting the full amount of money. They get more money from the girls that are on cash assistance and that get, what quote unquote what people call welfare. If you get food, because that's the first thing they ask you on the phone. What do you get? Do you get food stamps? That's the first thing they ask for. And it's weird for girls in the shelter to get food stamps because they can't even utilize the food stamps because you can't even, you can't bring food into the shelter anyway. You can't bring food into the shelter. So I really would like to know what these shelters are getting for people. Maybe because they get cash assistance and they get food stamps, they probably get a double whopper. Who knows? They probably getting $2,000 per head for these women a day. Like, I don't know. I wish I did know. But that's the first thing they ask you on the phone is, what do you get? Are you on welfare or do you have a job? When you have a job like me, you're kind of low on the totem pole. You're kind of low on the totem pole because they say women like me can only stay there for 90 days. But a woman that's on assistance, they can stay there for a year is what I'm hearing. So they're definitely benefiting, They're definitely benefiting a lot. Because it was like that at the last shelter. The girls that was on welfare, they seem like they benefited more. But that's not going to make me want to quit my job or anything. But I'm going to still continue to work or whatever. But I'm like, damn. And the girls that are on welfare, they supposed to be trying to find a job and all that stuff. But girl, I don't think they push those girls to try to find a job because they benefit off of you being there with no job. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm just saying. They benefit more from the girls being there with no job. So really, in my head, they really not helping you. They just benefiting off of collecting stuff from the government because you're there. But even at the end of the day, they're not really helping nobody. You got to help yourself, basically. You know what I mean? So they had these programs years ago, but now I guess with the Republican Party being around, man, they used to help girls get on Section 8 left and right years ago. It's not like that no more. 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 I know how many times I'm going to say that, right? But yeah, the help is just not around anymore, man. If you go into a shelter, you got to get it out the mud, sis. And that's what I'm doing, getting it out the mud. I'm like, I don't know, maybe I go out there like a homeless person and fly me a sign to see how much money I can make a day. Because shoot, if I can make $20 a day telling people I'm homeless, why not? That's $100 I can make at the end of the week, $100. That's $400 a month. So maybe I should go fly me a sign. Go fly me a cardboard sign. Y'all think so? What y'all think? I should do that? I mean, I can get in trouble. I can get arrested for that because you're not supposed to ask people for money. But those people that be out there asking for money, they know what to do. They probably get a government stipend. Yeah, they do get money. I just wish I knew how much. Yeah, most places want 2 to 3 months rent for a deposit. So, yeah, I mean, everybody at the shelter is kind of just living off a whim. You know what I'm saying? Like I am. But at least I'm living off the whim of getting up every day, going to work. You know what I mean? And I'm, like, not saving a lot of money because I still have a car payment. I have car insurance. I have things that I'm still responsible to pay for. Even though I don't have rent, thank God. But I'm still responsible for this car. And I have to make sure my car is paid because if my car ain't paid, girl, I don't have a car. So how am I going to get to work? So you know what I'm saying? Like either way, I still have bills to pay. So people think I'm in the shelter. I don't have to do. No, sis. I still got bills. I'm responsible for this car. And I'm glad that I'm not responsible for rent or anything. I'm blessed for that. Definitely blessed for that. You just can't ask for money directly. You can have a sign depending on the local. Oh, you can't? Okay. Because I'm about to fly me a sign. I said, I don't know, y'all. Maybe I have to fly a sign. Child, I don't know. But people be getting money out there, though. They get money. Some people do it. Some people do it and they don't really need the fly sign. They just do it because, I don't know, they might need the extra money. But people be donating, though. People be donating. They be donating to the people that be flying signs. And half the people that fly signs are not even homeless. You know what I mean? They be flying signs maybe to get some extra money. I mean, do what you have to do in your life to get what you need to get. But some people just need gas money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shoot, I might have to go. See, the thing about me is I'm talking trash. I probably would never fly a sign because I'm so scared of being out there on the block. Because when you fly a sign, you got to be on the block. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could be on the block anywhere. You could be on the block in a really, really good established neighborhood. Or you could be on the block in the hood or whatever. But if you're on the block in the hood, you probably going to get too many people to donate to you. But I be seeing people on the block like flying signs in really wealthy neighborhoods, and they be getting, like, some people feel sorry for people. They don't know if you homeless or not. Some people don't mind donating. I didn't know if you fly. I didn't know as long as you're not asking through your mouth, you could just put it in a sign. I didn't know that. I thought the cops could arrest you even if they see you flying a sign. I thought you could be arrested. So I didn't know that. They probably get a government stipend. You just can't ask for money directly. You can have a sign depending on your local law. I didn't know that. Some may be still getting child support. Yeah, the girls are probably getting child support. I guess it depends. But yeah, I never thought about. Well, the thing is, when you get cash assistance or you get government assistance through welfare, if you get child support, they're not going to give you, like, say if you have kids with a man and he's probably got a good job, right? So a man with a good job is paying an average person. I'm not talking about a woman that has means. I'm not talking about a woman that's probably a nurse or something. It depends on what your job is like. So a woman that's not working and she has her child's father, he may have a good job. Maybe he's a bus driver for New Jersey Transit or for a transit bus service. And, people that drive those buses, they get paid pretty decent, I think. Or maybe he was a teacher, or he's a worked at a prison. So people know cops and people that work in prisons, they get paid okay wages. They might not get paid what they think they should deserve to get paid, but they're getting paid a little bit more than like the average person working the average job. So the average child support payment for a child, for a man that's working a decent job, I think would be like $800 a month. I was watching a guy, he was a white dude on Facebook, and he was talking about his girlfriend cheated and she had a baby, and now he got to pay child support or whatever. And he's saying that he works in a prison, and he said his child support is like $800 or $900 a month, and he has a pretty decent job. So he was like, I can't believe that they're taking all this money from me, blah, 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 blah. So he got to pay her child support or whatever. So I think a man that's working probably a decent job, he would have to pay around $800 a month in child support, maybe almost $1,000. And that's for a man that's working probably a decent job, but he probably still needs a second job. So now even the people that work in prisons and stuff, nurses, we all need second and third jobs, which is sad, right? So for the women that's getting child support, if you're collecting government assistance and you get child support, you're not going to get all of that child support. They're not going to give you all of that child support if you're on government assistance, because they're like, well, if you don't have a job and you need government assistance and you're getting $800 a month in child support, you don't need what we're going to give you. So they're not going to give you all that money. They're not giving you all that money. I forgot how was Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was fine. I didn't go to my family's house. I didn't go. I just stayed around. I went to the gym and I stayed around in my car. I didn't go. I told you guys I wasn't going to go. I forgot to ask you about Thanksgiving. I did not go to hang out with family for Thanksgiving, and I was fine with that. I stayed in the park all day, and I was a little lonely sometimes. I'm not going to front, but yeah. I told you I wasn't going to go, and I did not go. I see them with signs counting their money. Oh, they be out there counting their money? And sometimes it's a lot. Oh my God, I better go fly me a sign, child. But see, the thing is, I couldn't fly a sign because I'm too scared that somebody might come and knock me over the head. You know what I'm saying? Because I could put on a little cute outfit and fly me a sign now. Yeah, they see them with signs counting their money. I can't believe that you saw them counting their money. I've never seen anybody counting money before. That is some really, but I guess that's a thing now. Times have gotten so hard. Shit, I might have to fly me a sign on a Monday. I know what you're talking about. He's on your YouTube acting like a psycho. Who's that? Who was I talking about? Oh, yeah. You know him? I like him, though. I like him. I do like him, but I noticed that he took down a lot of his videos, and he watches me. I don't know. He could be watching me right now, and I don't know, but I like him. I'm just saying, he came up here with a story talking about his life, and he's another one kind of like me. Like, he's going through something, and he wanted to share with YouTube, but I think he got scared because people was dragging him for filth. Like, people were dragging him, like saying so much. And I thought, he wanted to share a story, and every time you share your story, it's not going to always be, people are not going to always respect it. You know what I'm saying? So they started dragging him, because I used to read the comments too. So a lot of the videos that he had, he took them down. And I was like, yo, don't take your stuff down. But everybody's different when it comes to like adversity, and it comes to bullying, and it comes to everybody can't deal with that. I could say, F you, I'm still going to do what I do, and I'm still going to talk about what I want to talk about, but everybody don't have those type of balls. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't have that type of like, screw you, I'm going to do what I want on my channel. Everybody don't have that. Some people get scared and nervous, and they run away, and they just start taking videos down. So he took down a lot of his videos. And I wish he didn't, because, a lot of people liked what he was doing, but then a lot of people didn't. I think that's what got him kind of upset. But I liked him, though. The state taxes, child support, one of the reasons why it can be high. They need to change that child support stuff, because it's great. It's crazy. I don't believe him. I believe him. I don't know. Sometimes I say, because he didn't really delve into, like, when he put the story out there about the woman, he really didn't say anything about the paternity test. Like, I don't know what I believe. But I do believe he's going through something. But then he started taking his videos down, because I think I think he got popular really fast because he got a lot of views on those videos. So I think he was probably like, I don't want anybody to find out about this video at work or whatever. Because when you get videos and they're popular and they start going viral, then you have a chance of somebody at work finding your stuff. So I think that probably affected him because he said he was a correctional officer. So he probably was like, man, screw that. I don't want people at my job finding out about this. You know what I'm saying? I believe him. I believe him, but then I don't. But then some things he would do, like when he had that storage container, the storage place looked a little too clean for you to be. I don't know if I believe that thing with the storage thing because he looked like he was a really neat man. Like he kept his stuff really tidy. His clothes were folded perfectly. I don't know what I believe, to be honest. But I believe that he was going through something. But as far as with the baby, I don't know. I don't know. I think he kind of messed himself up when he came out with the story of the baby, him being a baby daddy. When he came out with the story with his baby mom cheating on him with a guy that was from prison, I think that could have been a storyline for him. I don't know, but he never shows like a picture of his kid. He never shows anything about his child. So I really don't know. I just think the backlash that he was getting, I think he just couldn't handle it. Because somebody like me, if I would have got those views, I mean, he was getting a lot of views on a lot of his stuff, and people was dragging him. But somebody like me, I'd be like, listen, I don't care. I'm gonna go ahead and do what I got to do. But everybody's not like that. So the CO officer guy, I don't know him, but I just follow him. People just be knowing a lot of people that I just said his name. I didn't even say his name, and everybody's like, oh yeah, I know who he is. So social media is a very small place. Did he? I don't know that he started screaming at people and stopped following him. He was giving me anxiety. Yeah, I think he had some issues going on. But I think he was using his platform as a way to try to heal himself from what he was struggling with. You know what I mean? We all struggling with something. Heck, I struggle with stuff. But everybody deals with it in certain kind of ways, man. I thought he was a good guy. Oh, you know him too, Annette? You know who we talking about? His anger is kind of scary. I don't know. I like him. I liked him because I'm more. I've always been the kind of person like I've always been friends with the person that everybody bothers. Like I'm always cooler with the person that everybody bothers. Like, oh, we're bullying her. I'll always end up being that person's friend. So the person that's like, people everybody's dragging for filth. That's the person that I'm friends with. I'm like, I know what it's like to be dragged for filth. I know what it's like to be the black sheep of the family. I know what it's like to not have like a support system. So I always gear to the person that's going through the hardest times. Because I know what it feels like to not have family. I know what it's like when he was talking about he don't have his mom or dad and being out like being homeless and stuff like that. I know what that feels like, man. Because they recommend a lot of homeless content to me too. And I watch a lot of people. And I be feeling for people, it might be something that I really can't do for you, but I feel your pain because I'm in the same situation. I never bullied him. He just gave me anxiety. A lot of people was dragging him for filth in the comments, so I never see a point to drag anyone. But they were dragging him pretty bad, and I think that he couldn't deal with it. He couldn't handle it. That's why he started taking his videos down. People need a scapegoat to blame. I don't know. It's not even blaming. If you're going through something and you want to talk about it, there's nothing wrong with doing that. So a lot of people even say to me, they say, oh, you need to take accountability. Take accountability. I took accountability for my actions a long time ago. Just because I haven't made a video saying, I do talk about, damn, what I did was dumb. Now I'm in this situation and now I have to get myself out. So I'm accountable for my actions. I'm accountable. I made mistakes. I don't come up here and say I'm blaming my family or I'm blaming everybody around me and I'm not taking no. Most of the time when we get ourselves involved in stuff, it's something that we did wrong. And yes, there's some people in the world that some things unfortunately just happens to them. Like if somebody walked past my car right now and hit me in the head with a bat, right? That's unfortunate. That's a psychopath that was out to try to hurt somebody that wasn't doing anything to them. That's a different situation. But I'm accountable for my actions. I'm accountable for the things that I've done wrong. But most of the time, us as humans, we do things and then we regret it later. That was my situation. I did what I did in my life, and that's why I'm in the situation I'm in. I've been accountable for that for so long. Like, I've taken accountability for that. Like, my first 2 years in, I was like, damn, that was kind of dumb what I did. Now look what I'm going through. So I'm accountable for my actions. So I hate when people come in here and the first thing they try to say is, you need to be accountable. I've taken accountability. Should I always start a video saying, oh, I took accountability for my actions? I'm accountable. I've always been accountable. You know what I'm saying? I made some mistakes in my life, and now I'm suffering the consequences of my actions. Not everybody can say that because they still think it's, pointing the finger at someone else. I don't point the finger at anybody. The only thing I say when I talk about my family is I believe that my family should be more helpful towards me of what I'm going through. That's all I say. That's it. I think I deserve that, yeah, as a good family member, but I don't get that. So I'm okay with that as well. Like, it is what it is. I have to move past it, but that's not going to have me stop talking about it, because some people feel like, oh, you should stop talking about that. Like, I'm not going to stop talking about it to make you feel better. If I want to talk about my pain, I'm going to talk about it. And there's going to be people that's going to be here to listen. And if you don't want to hear that, you don't have to be here. I think the person was referring to your family scapegoating you. Oh, yeah, I wasn't talking about the person talking about me scapegoating. I believe they were talking about him, but even in his situation, only he knows his situation. Even if he's coming up here making up lies, like, none of us know him, so none of us could ever know if he was lying or not. Me, I think what he was saying was real, right? Whatever his story with his baby's mama, whatever, I think it was a real story. But sometimes with the thing with the staying in the storage container and how neat it was and everything, that looked to be a little bit staged. I'm just saying. The people with signs counting all the money. That's who I was talking about. Oh, okay. The people with signs never stop talking about it. Yeah. But some people come here and try to tell me to shut up, and, we don't want to hear you whining. I'm not even whining. I'm just having a conversation. When you come on YouTube, YouTube is a platform where people talk and communicate. Whether you're on YouTube, you're a hairdresser, and you're showing people the hairstyles that you're doing every day, or you're exercising on YouTube and you want people to see your exercise moves, or just whatever you do, this is a sharing platform. So there's plenty of other live videos of people talking. You got people having church on YouTube. They reading the Bible scriptures, or they're praying, or whatever they're doing. People are here to talk and communicate. That's what this platform is about. So I don't want people to be saying like, oh my God, you're just complaining. Like, I'm talking about my life. This is my autobiography, because one day I'm going to look back on this and I'm like, damn, look what I've been through. And look at me now, I'm in a house, or look at me now, I'm in my own apartment, or I got a condo now. Like, remember what it was 2 years ago? You guys were here with me. Oh no, what's talking about? People need a scapegoat to blame. I never bullied him, but I don't know about the guy. He took down his videos. I don't know where he's at, because he hasn't really done anything yet. But people are excited because they're like, oh, we like this backwoods content, because he was doing that whole bushcrafting thing. So people were giving him praise for that, which was good. Like, I like that type of stuff too. But I don't know. I like the guy. I liked him. I thought he was genuine, or maybe his storyline, maybe he tried to do a storyline. Like, some people try to come on here and make a reality show in YouTube. Once you get people in, they want to keep knowing, oh my God, what happened? So some people just make up stories to just come on YouTube to get views too. Like, but YouTube, it's hard to get out there, man, unless you just do something crazy. It's hard to get out there, but I didn't come on my YouTube channel to say, oh, I just want to try to make a lot of money, because you're not going to make a lot of money on here unless you sell yourself out. So I'm going to make some money on YouTube, but it ain't going to be anything where I could quit my job. You know what I mean? So, but I just like running my mouth. I like talking, and I like talking about my feelings. So that's what I do. And this platform is able to listen to me. This platform is able to listen to me talk about my problems, honey. And it's so funny because I don't even tell all my problems now. I tell some things, but I don't tell everything. That's one thing I need for people to know. I don't tell all my tea now. I tell some, but I don't tell all of it. They got some games going on here. I think I'm going to move over to somewhere else. They got people coming up here. This is a sporting arena where people be playing. I guess the kids are playing football or I don't know what season are we in now. It's cold, so it's football season, ain't it? It is football season, but football season for schools be usually, oh yeah, be around this time. So yeah, it's probably football. It sure is football, I think. Let me get out of here, child, because I don't want people to be thinking I'm a person sitting in the car looking at kids. Never stop talking about it, and I never will. This is what I meant. Misjustice, her being blamed and her blaming others. Who's blaming who? Are you saying me? Who's her being blamed? Are you talking about to me blaming others? Who are we talking about here? I haven't seen that guy. I don't think I've ever seen the guy you are talking about. Okay. No, your family blaming you. My family, I don't even think my family's blaming me. It's some things going on that happened around the same time that I lost my apartment. Something else happened, right? And one day I will explain to y'all the other happenings, but now's not the time to talk about the other happening. My family clearly doesn't want to help me with my homeless issue. And that's where I'm heartbroken at. Because I feel like I deserve help. You know what I'm saying? I know that sounds probably like, who do you think you are, you know? But I think my family should help me because I know that I just feel so adamant about I feel like they should help me because I know what I would do for them. I know what I would do for them. Heck, if I was out here and I saw a stranger struggling with something, if I felt like the situation was safe for me to help a stranger, I would. But if I felt like it's a sketchy situation and somebody's over there faking, I'm not going to help because if it looked like a sketchy situation, I'm not going to help. But if I see other people helping, I'm going to try to see what I can do to help. I would help a stranger. So just imagine what I would do for my family if my brother or my sister knocked on my door in the middle of winter time and said, listen, I'm cold, I'm hungry, and I have nowhere to go. The last phone call I had with my brother was last winter. I said, bro, I don't have anywhere to go. I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. You know what he said to me? He was like, he's already knew what it was. We'll give you a call back. We'll give you a call back. And guess what? I never got that call back. I never got that call back. Do you know how that felt for me? Yeah, I could never do this to my children. I could never do this to anyone in my family because do you know how this feels to be out here by yourself? It sucks. And for me to have family that say that they are Christians and they're going to tell me to fend for myself, but you're a Christian person, I find that very hard to believe. Your family is tired of you. And that's fine. They don't have to be tired of me. They're not really around me to be even tired. And that's okay that you feel that way. No problem. But I'm still going to I'm still going to speak what I'm speaking. So if people don't like it, I don't care what you think. I don't care. Your family don't care about your situation. Because I know a lot of people, the first thing, and this funny thing is, the first thing people say is, to me, when they see my situation of me being homeless, what is the first thing you think they ask for? Where is your family at? Because it's a normal thing for family members to help family members out. People show their true selves when you're in a vulnerable point in your life. And I'm not even at the point of where I'm like brokenhearted or crying about it anymore. Because I used to shed a few tears like, oh my God, I can't believe my brother would treat me this way or whatever. I'm not even at that point anymore. But I'm still going to talk about it because it needs to be said. Because family is not family anymore. Family's not sticking together anymore. Family don't care. But things are tight now. But things are going to get a lot more tighter later. It is hurtful when the family, yeah, they let you down and it's like, damn, thank God I have a car. But I still talk about it because there's a lot of people going through this thing. And I'm not even saying that they should, or yeah, I say they should. They should help me because I know what I would do for them if they called me. So that's why I feel the way I feel. And they're tired of me. So for the person that got blocked and said that my family is tired of me, this is the first time in my entire life that I asked my family for anything. I've never had to ask them for anything because I've always had. So there you go. It's not like I'm a needy person where I need help from, like, it's not like I'm getting evicted. You know, she gets evicted every other year. We're sick of her. I can understand that. I can understand if it's someone in your family, and we all got people in our families who are screwing up on the daily basis, right? We got people like that. I can see you being tired of me with that. But being tired of me when this is the first favor that I've ever asked in my entire 45 years of living, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't ask them. This is the first time I've ever asked my family for much of anything. Because I never had to ask them because I always had. Same here. The book of Timothy states that in the last days, people will be lovers of themselves. Yup. So for people to say to me that they're tired of me, how are you tired of something that never existed? I've always been up. I've always had my own cars. I've never had to ask my family for at least a drop off from, can you come pick me up and take me to work? My car is down. I've never had to ask my family for nothing because when I had my apartments in the years past, I've always had access to a bus. If my car broke down and I needed to put my car in the shop, I didn't call my brother. I just got on the bus and kept it moving because I didn't want to bother anybody because I knew most people in my family didn't care to help me anyway. So if I know and I have that feeling that you don't care and, you know, people in my family and stuff, I don't ask you for nothing. This has been the first time in my life that I've ever been broken like this. Ever. And I can guarantee you, and I say again, this will be the last time that I will ever be homeless for the rest of my days on this planet. Because I know that I have nobody. Hey, how you doing? How are you? We just talking, we just chatting it up, but I'm gonna get out of here because I'm at this place and I guess these kids are coming here for football. Sometimes when you be at these parks, especially this is a park, but this is like a sporting park. They play football and stuff here. So I'm gonna get out of here because I don't want people to think I'm some creep sitting in the car looking at kids play football. Because there's a lot of cars starting to show up here, but I'm about to get out of here because I don't want to get trapped in here. But the kids are playing sports. I'm thinking it's football. You're right. Unfortunately, people will treat you the way you would treat them. People will not treat you the way you treat them. I would move over mountains for my people if they knocked on my door. But see, most people in my family think that they'll never be like this because I got my wife or I got my husband. But things happen, man. Things happen. But I'm gonna get out of this park because, you know, when you sitting at a park and it's a sporting event and people don't see you with kids around you, they're gonna be like, what you here for? Things happen to anyone. Yeah. But I just spread awareness. I'm not over here crying and, oh, why isn't my family helping me? I can't move on with the rest of my life. I'm so past that part. I'm so past that part of why. But it is what it is. You see people's true colors when you really need them, and that's just how life goes, you know? That's just how life goes, man. And I've accepted it. I've accepted this a long time ago, but it's very, very hurtful. And, you know, there are some people in my family that can't help me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even talking about them. I'm talking about the people that I know got these big old houses that can put me in their closet or something. You know what I mean? So, it kind of is what it is. But I'm going to still talk about it. So, people that don't want to hear it, hey, I don't know what to tell you. That's why I walked away, and they would go and say stuff like, oh, you know, my sister was saying, oh, we got our own problems and all this stuff. I'm like, damn, sis, that was fucked up to say, but okay. If I'm going to come into your house, I'm going to be a benefit to your household. I'm not going to just say, hey, you are to let me live with you for free, and I'm not supposed to give you no rent and stuff like that. Girl, I'm going to be putting stuff into the household, honey. I'm not going to just take. So she had the nerve to try to say something about you're not just going to come and take. Who said I was taking? First of all, I never even asked you. I asked my brother. And he basically was like, I'll call you back. And I never got that call back. It's been a year now. So I guess I knew what that answer was. But I'm okay. Like, I'm okay. But I'm going to talk about it because it's an epidemic. It's an epidemic out here with family members. People just don't give a crap. And it's so funny because I be seeing like them girls that I talk about at work, right? The Dominican girls, the Spanish girls. Man, let me tell you something about them people. Them Spanish folks don't mind staying in the house with 20 people. They all family. They'll make a pot of beans, eat that, and be okay. Why is it that some families can't do that? They can't stick together. They can't put 10 people in one car and, hey, dropping each other, like, help each other. Why isn't there help? Why aren't you helping? Why aren't you helping the broken? You can't, other cultures be helping each other, be 20 of them living up in one house. What's up with us, man? Everybody's like, oh, no, I can't live with her. I can't deal with this. But we need each other because it's tough out here. 5 years from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, you can't say that your life ain't gonna change. So I'm gonna continue to talk about it and spread awareness to these broken families out here. Yes, the broken families. The broken families exist. People feel like they don't need somebody, or I don't need her, I'm good over here. We good over here until a tragedy happens. Then everybody want to say, oh, I need help. Then when somebody, one of your spouses or something passed away and you can't make the mortgage, then you sitting here trying to get a GoFundMe. Go fund who? Go fund you? The one that turned their back on me. I'm going to always talk about it. So, hey, I'm going to always speak on this. I'm going to speak on this even when I get a place. And just continue to know, listen, I've been there before. I've been out here broken by myself with nobody. With nobody. I'll tell you another thing I was thinking about today, and this may sound kind of messed up, but if something happened to me and I passed away, I don't even want a funeral. I don't want a funeral. That's how messed up I feel. That's how I feel about my family. I don't want to be buried. I just want them to go cremate me, and I'm done with life. I don't want to have a family. I don't want to have people acting like they care about me, even at a funeral. Please don't even fake jacks at the funeral. I'd rather them just cremate myself, and I'm done with life. I don't want nobody crying tears over me, especially nobody that loved me in real life. I'm setting myself up like that as well. I'm going to set up my own funeral. I want to be buried in a green funeral. I want to be buried green. I want to be buried in a white, I want to be buried in a white shard. And I want to be put into a green cemetery. I don't want to be cremated. I want to be buried, and I want to be wrapped in a white sheet. And I don't want a funeral. I'm sorry, I just don't want that. Because I don't want fake people, to be sitting here acting like they want to cry for me when they didn't like me in real life. So no, I don't want a funeral. I don't want any services. I just want to be buried, and that's it. The only people I would say can pay their last respects to me are my children, and that is it. That's it. I don't want nothing with sisters, brothers. I just want to go. So I'm setting my own self up for that situation. And I'll probably tell one of my close girlfriends to do that for me. That'll be my last wish. And I don't even want a funeral for myself. For what? A funeral? What is a funeral? When you see fake people come to funerals every day and do their little fake tears like they liked you, and oh, well, this is the life she lived. I know nobody gave a freak about me and my family. They all thought I was a loser, black sheep of the family anyway. So what I need to have a funeral for my sister to come cry over my body? They're probably gonna be sitting there laughing like, you finally got what you deserve. You know what I'm saying? People don't care. So guess what? That's my last will and testament. Please just stick me into the ground. Yeah, nothing to be sad about. Shoot, I'm gonna leave here. I'd rather leave here and have my last hoorah to be saying F you. Shoot, the only people that can cry over me are gonna be my children. I don't want nobody at my services. I don't even want a funeral. Just please let the kids come and say their whatevers, and I'm out of here. Put me in the ground and stay the next day or whatever. Put me in the ground, wrap me in a sheet, wrap me in a shard, a white sheet, and I'm done. I'm done with life. Put me in a green. I want a green burial. I don't want to be embalmed or nothing. So if you don't come and see my body, I'm going into the ground. So if you miss it, you just miss it. But I don't want nobody to be there but my children. So that's it. Because the way life is treating me, and the way the way my family do me, and the way life has treated me with people that's supposed to love me, why would I want to have somebody leaning over my casket? Heck, why do I even want a casket? I don't need no casket. Just throw me right in the dirt. Earth to earth. That's it. That's how I feel. Shoot, girl, if I didn't have, and I don't talk about my kids, but if I didn't have my teenagers, girl, I wouldn't even, just, if something happened to me, just please burn me the next day, throw me into the ground the next day, get myself together financially, pay this off, whatever the cheapest thing that I could do for myself. I don't want nobody, I don't want no obituary. Bitch, I never existed. I never existed. In this world, this would be the last will and testament that I give to this world. A big F you. Because the world is so rotten. Why would I want somebody to have a funeral for me? Everybody put up GoFundMe anyway, which means they can't, like, what do you call it? Life insurance, that's a joke. Life insurance is a joke. What, the last party for people to smile over your face before you, and then when you die, right, and they making you all up, putting the makeup on, trying to make you look nice, people still talk about you in death. They still talk about you in death. Child, I'm out of here. I'm gonna be out of here. I'm not gonna get nobody nothing to say. You ain't got to say nothing. The last thing you gonna say is, well, damn, I can't believe she went out like that. I sure did. I'm not gonna leave nothing for y'all to laugh at. Sure will. Unless I, who knows, I may get married or something. If I get married or whatever, that'd be something different. But I'm a damn sure tell my husband about this. I'm gonna let him know. Look, I don't want none of them people at my last wills. And who knows, maybe things over time could change and we could mend fences. But I don't see no fences being mended here. I don't see no fences being mended around these parts. I'm just saying. I don't see no fences to be mended. And I'm gonna be dead. What I care? What do I care? I'm dead anyway. Men what? Men what fences? Y'all got y'all have y'all feelings of how y'all feel about me, and I have my feelings of how I feel about y'all, and I'm okay. I'm not in the business of kissing nobody's behind. The thing is, I'm going through what I'm going through. And I thought that I had family that loved and cared for me enough to say, hey, sis, we got you. We got you, even though this is the first time in your life that you ever needed us in this way. Because I always had everything. I always had my own apartment. I always had my own cars. I never had to ask my family. I always had 2, 3, 4, 6 jobs. I've always had money in my pocket. This is the first time in my life that I've ever been down this bad. So it's not like I've constantly asked for help. Like, I'm not the kind of person in the family. Some people in your family, they ask for help every month. Oh, God, I need help with gas. Oh, God, I need help. I lost my apartment. Oh, God, I lost my job. I need some money. I wasn't that person. That wasn't me. That's not even in my personality. I am a go-getter, and I'm going to go after that money, and I'm going to get what I need to get. Yeah, it's a joke, child. The funeral is a joke. And funerals are crazy because even in your death, they still want you to pay your way out this world. Which to me is crazy. I think that's the last thing that they should give you is a rest, right? Funerals are a joke too. Because people go up to funerals and they playing too. Oh, did you see how auntie was looking? They judging you on how you look in the casket and you dead. Oh, somebody messed her makeup up. Like, people, you dead. You already dead. Like, this funeral stuff is a joke too. But it's a way for people to make money. But the funeral thing is a joke. Because I know some people that are not even around for the person while they're dying. Like, if they died in hospice, or if they, I'm talking about people that were sick, okay? Some people get 6 months to live, 3 months to live, or whatever. Some people are not even around for people that are dying in hospice. They won't even go there and hold your hand. Because they're out here living their life, worrying about their own selves. I know, God forbid, if something happened to me like that, man, I'm going to do that program. What's that program they have for dying with dignity? I support that crap. I sure freaking do. Because I'm not going to suffer. I'm not going to suffer. I support dying with dignity. And the thing that they have in Canada, I think they call it, what they call it, sad or mad or something. I forget what they call it. But dying with dignity, they have it here in America in certain states. Some states, they don't have it. If you have 6 months or less to live, is it 6 months or 3 months? I think it's 6 months. If you have a 6 month left to live, you can use the assisted suicide. I probably shouldn't say that too much. You can use assisted suicide. And I think they call it in Canada, I think they call it MAID. M-A-I-D. I think that's what they call it in Canada. They have it in Canada. They have it in America too. People don't talk about it much, but it's something that should also be talked about. Like your last will and testament. It's like, what do you want to happen if you have a terminal illness? What do you want to happen? I don't want to live up until terminal. I'd rather end it before I get there. I'm just saying. I believe acting blood family is not your actual family. I'm not even going to funeral, period. Yeah. You know, I got a lot of thoughts and stuff in my head and a lot of things that I want to do with myself. But, you know, I'm older now. I'm not no young spring chicken that's in their 20s or 30s. But like I said, I don't have no family and I don't consider them to be my family anymore. So I'm not going to say that we can't mend fences at some point, maybe later in life. But right now, I don't care. Right now, I don't care. And right now, I'm not stressing about how my sister feels. And screw them. That's how I say it. Screw them. I'm at the bottom of the barrel right now in my life. Being homeless is literally at the bottom of the barrel. You know when people say they're at the bottom of the barrel or I've reached rock bottom? This homeless journey that I'm on has been my rock bottom. And I just so happen to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to express my rock bottomness. I'm going to talk about it, baby. I'm going to talk about it, baby. That's how they talk in Louisiana. I'm going to talk about it, baby. I'm going to speak on it. I'm not going to keep my mouth shut. For what? I'm going to speak on it. People are going through out here, man. Not having support, not having this, not having that. It's messed up. I hate when I see people out here suffering. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through it, but thankfully I'm at a shelter. You know what I'm saying? At least I'm warm every night and I don't have to stay in a freezing cold car. It breaks my heart when I see homeless people out here with no legs, in a wheelchair, homeless. Why do we even have homeless people in wheelchairs in the streets anyway? Homeless people that are homeless in a wheelchair should be taken care of. What? Senior citizens should be taken care of, and they're 60 years old and they're in the streets homeless. Veterans should be taken care of. They serve this country. They shouldn't be somewhere going through mental anguish in the streets by themselves. That's not fair. They go before me. That's not life. That's not right. I'm going to continue to speak on it because it's a real crazy subject. But I'm not going to stop talking about it, sis. I'm going to keep on yelling through my mouth because things need to be done, man. Whenever I get myself settled, find me a place, I'm going to set up my computer and I'm going to advocate for the homeless, man. Because I know I've been there. I'm in it now. I know what it feels like. A lot of people don't know I'm homeless because I don't look like a homeless person. There's a lot of people out here that's homeless. They don't look the part, but they are homeless. They sleeping in their car every night. They're homeless. They don't look like it, but they are. A lot of those people you see at the gym every day, a lot of those people are homeless. They just not going to speak about it the way I will. And that's okay too, because you don't have to. You don't have to talk about it. But it's the problem. It's a problem. And I'm sick of it and I don't like it. And I'm not really even talking about myself right now. I'm talking about the homeless veterans, the homeless disabled people. They don't deserve to be treated like that. The seniors don't deserve it. The senior citizens who worked all their life do not deserve to be sitting in a wheelchair looking for money, looking for handouts from people, and they're in their 60s. That ain't fair. The veterans don't deserve to be treated like this. They need to build more places to help the veterans out. They need more help even before me. They need the help before myself. They serve the country. The senior citizens, there shouldn't be no senior citizens in this world that say that they're homeless or say that they're living in their car and they're 65 years old. That breaks my heart. And the first thing people ask, the same thing they asked about me, where's your family? Because it's a normal thing, right? Having a family is a normal thing. So the first thing people ask is, where's your family at? They ask about the family because it's a normal thing for families to step in when their family is struggling with something, right? It's a normal thing. But In 2026, the last couple of years, families don't care about you. And that is an epidemic as well. So I'm going to talk about it. I'm just sorry. I'm going to speak on it. It's a natural occurrence for people to say, hey, where's your family at? That's the first thing they say when you in the hospital, right? You in the hospital, like say somebody goes to the hospital. The girl might find out that she been having stomach pain in her stomach, and she might get some bad news from the doctor, and they say, listen, you might have 2 or 3 months, 6 months to live. What's the first thing they're going to ask you at the hospital? Who is your next of kin? That's what the hospital want to know. Anytime you rent an apartment, you have a house, you have a job, the first thing they want to ask you on paper, who is the person that we can call if something happened to you? And if you're not married, of course, if you're married, you're going to say your husband, your wife. But if you're not married like myself, I will put a sister down. But now me knowing that they don't give two damns about me, I don't have nobody to put the heck down. I have a girlfriend, she live in another state. So it's like, it's even embarrassing when you don't even have anybody to put down. When I'm at work and I get jobs and stuff, my next of kin or person for emergency contact, I make up a fake name. I put a fake person's name and I just write it in there. I don't have nobody. And how embarrassing is that? There's nobody. There's nobody that's going to claim my body. Like, my family may claim my body, but they're not going to do anything but claim the body. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So I might as well just put myself out of my own damn misery. They're not going to claim me. They don't have the money or the finances or whatever. And that, that's not fair for anybody to say, hey, they shouldn't even have funerals that we have to pay for. Especially when you're dying and stuff. It's a shame that it's put on the family members to figure out a funeral. We don't need a funeral, man. We don't have to pay for funerals, bro. If you die, you're just dead. Like, throw me into a hole and let's be done with it. Don't put that type of stress on your family members. Oh, we got to try to figure out how we... Like, come on, man. People don't have that kind of money. They don't have that kind of money. So I know my family would just probably have me going to the state, honey. And I wouldn't even care what I'm going to be like in my death. Oh, my God. Why am I having a state burial? Why you got the state burying me, sis? Like, I wouldn't give a damn. I'm dead. But, we got to talk about these issues that's going on, man. I'm going to voice my opinion. I'm just saying. Yeah, I moved my car, y'all. I had to go somewhere else now. I didn't want to sit over there at that sports park because I didn't want people to think, what you doing out here? Even though it's dark now, but I just felt weird sitting I guess those kids are playing like football or something. I guess that's what's going on. They're doing football of some sort. I believe my family's not your asking family. So sad. Look, I got 30 people watching me. Oh my God. Can I get 30 people to thumbs me up? Hey, Ray, what's going on, brother? Thank you. I appreciate that. What's happening with you today? Are you off today? I live in Minnesota, and my governor and my congresswoman gave our money to the Somalian system and back home. Oh, wow. Yeah, definitely keep going. I don't have a choice. Ray. Ray, I just went on a computer today at the library, and I did the thing to monetize my channel. I had to authenticate, put my phone number in or whatever, and I did the thing. So I guess in a couple of days, they're probably going to be sending me something to my address that I had on file, like, because I was monetized in the past before from YouTube. I had made a couple dollars in the past, but they asked for my address, and I think they're going to mail me some type of PIN number or something to this address. And then when I get the mail, then I could put the PIN number in, and I think I could start monetizing my stuff. So I did all that stuff with like AdSense and all that. I'm going in at 7, trying to clock in early. Oh, you trying to go in early? Yeah. Well, good for you, Ray. You doing your thing, man. You doing your thing. I don't know about the stipend. I don't believe it. I don't believe it until I see it in my account. I don't know about no stipend. When is that supposed to be coming to people? Yeah, thanks. I'll get a job. I just need a second job, right? That's all I need is a second job. If I get a second job, I can go stay at an extended stay. The apartment thing is probably going to be far off for me, but I can stay in extended stay. I'll be fine with that. But I just need the second job to do that. So yeah, and I'm already monetized. Like I'm monetized now. I just got to get the ads on my thing. So I guess when they send me that, whatever they sending me in the mail, I guess I'll get that, and then I could, go from there. But I do YouTube every day anyway. My watch time hours is up. It's up there. I'm just not getting paid right now, so I got to get my stuff monetized. As soon as I get monetized, I'm gonna start putting that monetization on my channel. Like boom, 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 boom. Let's fix this, so I can get the views and everything. So. Yeah, YouTube could be my second job, but I'm so scared that I'm not going to make the money I need to make. But I guess if I go live every day like I've been doing, right, I should be all right. The pin, so they're going to send the pin in the mail, right? Because I think I did that before. I did get some money from YouTube years ago. And I think it's a pin number that they send in the mail, and then I go back with the pin and tell them what the pin was to verify my address, and then boom, then I can go there and, start putting monetization on my channel. Yep, waiting for that pin. I guess it'll probably be in the mail. I give it a week or two. Give it a week or two to get to the mail, and I go get that. But the bad thing about the pin number is, guess where the pin is? It's at my old roommate's house. And I don't really deal with her, but if I text her and tell her, look, I'm going to come by and get some mail in the next 2 weeks, she is mature enough to say, okay, I'll put it aside. Because I know I probably got some mail at her house. I just have to find her number. And I'm going to text her probably tomorrow to let, because she got her ways, but she ain't going to be throwing my mail away. Because I'll just tell her, like, look, I'm going to come by in 2 weeks to get some mail, and hopefully my YouTube mail will be there. I ain't going to tell her that, but because once people figure you making some money, they don't want to help you no way. But my driver's license say is still with my ex-roommate's address, and me and her ain't friends no more, so I gotta be nice to my roommate. I'm always nice to her now that we're not living together no more. But I'm gonna text her tomorrow and be like, listen, I'm gonna come by there sometime in the next 2 or 3 weeks to get the rest of my mail. And I'm gonna tell her, I said, I officially, after I get that pin for YouTube, I'm going to officially change my address that's on my driver's license. Because my driver's license address still says my ex-roommate's house. Because I told you I lived with her for like 5 or 6 months. So let YouTube send the pin number to there. I go to get that pin. I do what I got to do for YouTube, get monetized, and I just say, screw her. And then I'll just get my driver's license switched and changed officially. So, yeah, I'm still uploading the videos now, even though I'm not getting paid for them. I still got my same schedule. I do YouTube twice a day. I do lives in the morning. I do live in the afternoon. Sometimes in the afternoon I might do a 2-hour, 3-hour live stream, just sitting around in the parking lot talking about whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna never stop this. Ray, you gave me hope. Like, I remember when I first saw your videos, I was like, oh, I like his hustle, I like his drive, when you used to be driving in your box truck and everything, and you used to just be encouraging people, listen, you could do this, and I did exactly what you told me to do, and look at me now. I did exactly what you told me. I did exactly what you said do. This is a platform where you can make some money. It's easy. You just got to talk about something. You could talk about how blue the sky is every single day. Trust me, somebody going to be interested in that. Yeah, I'm going to keep that same schedule. Yeah, I definitely am. But I'm nervous about if I get a job, I'm going to just start slacking on my YouTube. I'm going to be so damn tired. But I'm going to make it work, right? Especially when I start seeing some money coming in. I'm going to be like, ooh, I got to keep this up because I'm a hustler anyway. But I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it right. I appreciate you. I definitely will keep going. You definitely had a hand up in me, because Ray, I think when I first saw your channel, I was living in the hotels, and I was like, who is this guy? And your channel, and of course, not only your channel, you talking about when you were in your box truck and all that stuff, but all the videos that you had from like the past, when you were talking about your dating, you're a very good person to tell a story. You captivate the audience in how you tell your stories. So that's what's smart. That's what's good about you. You can keep somebody watching because of the way you're a storyteller. You're like a natural storyteller with some of your older stuff. I'll be into it. I'll still be looking at your stuff. For sure. Hi, Karen. How you doing? But Ray, if you guys don't know, Raymond Tackler Forever, y'all go check out his channel. He got a lot of stuff going on over there. If you guys are into like story times, he talk about his dating experience in the past. He got a lot going on over there. So y'all go check out Raymond Tackler. I like Ray. Ray's my boy. I can say Ray is one of my friends, one of my YouTube friends. But yeah, hey Karen, how are you tonight, sister? What is going on with everybody? If you guys give me a thumbs up. If you guys are new here, let me know you're new here, and let's chop it up. Things I have a lot of stories. I can't wait, Ray. You really got us in the hot seat, man. I know you working 2 jobs and everything, so I know you be tired, man. But I remember Ray used to be on them live streams and stuff like crazy. But I can't wait to listen to your stories. I love it. I'm going through a lot living with you. I know it is, man. Ray, I was in the same predicament, brother. I know how it is. Family wants you to kiss their butts. You know, you got to walk around on eggshells. You sometimes walk into a room and they talking about you. I know, man. I know. That's why I'm in the shelter now. I stayed with 2 family members when I lost my place, and thank God I have a car. But people think, you know, especially when you living with them, they think you're supposed to kiss their butt, especially paying rent. I paid rent to all my family, and they end up putting me out anyway. I did. I've been there. I cannot stay with family no more. I said I'd rather stay in the homeless shelter than be sitting around here laying around like you somebody's freaking slave. You giving them rent and stuff. So even if you paying rent, they still think they still don't think that you're good enough to live with them. They still try to be funny in ways. So I went through all of that, Ray. I know what it's like, man. I know what it's like. But you're doing a good job. You got your second job, and just keep stacking your money. Don't never tell your family, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Don't share any type of extra things you're doing to make money. Because once you tell them, they're going to be looking for a cut. My room will be ready. Oh, January. Okay, yeah. You get your own room again, and you get back to what you was doing before. You know what I'm saying? You get your extended stay or whatever, your hotel or your apartment or whatever. You'll get there because you was there before, so you could do it again for sure. I know what it's like, Ray. And then maybe you get your place, you could talk about it. You know, talk about it and share. I talk about my stuff and share. I don't care what family member finds out. I don't care. I'm going to talk about it. They want you to be quiet and stay silent. You know what I'm saying? You still paying rent to them, and they still want to act funny. So I paid rent to family members. I didn't go in nobody's house thinking I was supposed to live high off the hog. Yeah, everybody make mistakes. Yeah, I made a huge mistake in my life, and that's how I lost my apartment. But guess what? I'm still working. I'm still better in my credit. I'm still doing stuff. So y'all want to judge me off of that? Okay, well, go ahead and judge me. People think they better. They think they think that their life can't go derail. Oh, you messed up. You didn't did this. You messed up your life. Okay, I made some mistakes, and guess what? I'm digging myself out of the hole that I made for myself. I'm getting through it. It is all on the way. I did the how was my Thanksgiving vlog. Oh, great. Yeah, that's good. Right, let me tell you what I did. I didn't do nothing for Thanksgiving. I didn't go with family. I stayed in the park all day in my car. I got up, went to the gym, worked out, got me some coffee, and I stayed in the park all day. I stayed in the cold park all day. I was in my car, so it was chilly, but it wasn't too bad being inside my car. But I stayed in the park all day, all by myself. I was in the car and I was fine. Because I told people, I said, I'm not going to hang out with fake family members on Thanksgiving, because I'm the type of person that'll be looking at the person across the table from me, and I'll be wanting to just tell you about yourself. And you did this and you did. So I didn't want to go to Thanksgiving with that type of energy on my heart. So I had to let it go. You know what I'm saying? I just said, it's best for me to stay away, you know. Plus gave him a shout out. And I see the shout out too. I thanked you for that too. I put it in your in the video for the shout out. I appreciate that. Yeah. I appreciate that. I gave you a thanks for that. Sound like a lot of peace. Yeah, I was in the park just chilling, man. I was okay. Hi, Dr. J. How you doing, sis? Everybody get comfortable with Dr. J and Raymond Tackler in the comments, man. Ray do a lot of videos, and Dr. J, she makes her own content as well. Y'all go check them out. Share with the people that's in the chat. It's a lot of good people in the chat that make their own content. You guys go check them out as well. Support. That's what it's all about. That's how people can grow. Support, and especially if you're new on YouTube and you're trying to start a YouTube thing. I did what Ray told me to do, man. He was like, you got to come on here every day and do something. And that's exactly what I did months ago. And look at me now. I'm almost monetized. I'm just waiting for my little PIN number to come in the mail. I did it. I definitely did it. I just seen Ray when I met him on social media. His story times are crazy. You know what I'm saying? The stuff and Ray got a lot of videos, man. Y'all got to go back and look at a lot of his story times and his dating stories. And child, Ray be having us. He be having us captivated because he's a good storyteller. The tax write-offs for you too. Okay, I'm gonna check them out too for sure. Everybody makes mistakes. Family members should not judge, but they do. We all going through something with our family, and I just say, I'm gonna get out of this. You know what I mean? My family don't even know. And the funny thing is, like, people really think I'm just a terrible person, but I do YouTube and I talk about stuff, and I put myself out there. I show my face. I show my face in the worst. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I don't come on YouTube all made up and, oh, I gotta have my hair done, or I gotta look like this, or I don't care what I look like. I need to put a point across. So I go and share. I don't have to say, oh, I got to go put on a whole face of makeup and I got to go get my hair done. And I don't come on here trying to look like anything, because I want to be authentic. This is me. This is who I am. This is what I don't care what I look like. Everybody makes mistakes. That will help and save a lot of money. Yeah, I will. I'm going to look into all that. Because I went to the library today, Ray, and actually I was thinking about you, because I remember you was telling me, I said, since I'm in a car and I'm like living at the shelter, I don't have access to a computer, like a land, like a land, like a desktop. I didn't have access to a desktop. But I was like, let me go to the computer today, because I was thinking about you when I was driving. I said, yo, Ray told me to go to the computer. So I went to the library. And libraries, you have full access to a library. Monday through Friday, libraries are open. We have full access to a library. When you go into the library, I went into my analytics and I went into my YouTube studio when I did the rest of the steps that I needed to take to get into the AdSense program. I was in AdSense years ago, but AdSense is not the same anymore, because the way that I do my YouTube now, I run 2 live streams every day. I do a live stream in the morning and I try to do an hour. Then in the afternoon, I try to run an hour in the afternoon. Depending on what I'm doing, I might do a 2 or 3 hour live stream in the afternoon. Boom, that's my watch time right there. And I still put in my videos. I still put in a 15-minute video. I try to put one of them out every day, every other day. And I try to put shorts out. I put my shorts out every day, because anybody could do a short for 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Not 30 seconds, but anybody can do a 30-minute shorts. So I put all that stuff out and I post on my wall. Sometimes I just write stuff like, how's your day going today? Put a little question mark. People respond back to that. Like, you got to engage, and engagement is the biggest thing. And that's what I did. And that's how I got to where I'm at now. You got to engage in what I'm talking about. I'm talking about my life, but I'm talking about also something that people are interested in. People are interested in homelessness, especially when a lot of people are losing their places right now. You know what I mean? People walking down the road lost their stuff. Some people are homeless in the streets. They sleeping behind buildings. I've never been like that, thank God, but gosh darn it, you don't never know what the future. I don't mind being homeless in my car in the summertime, but I can't survive in this cold weather in my car. I would be very uncomfortable. So that's why I said I resort to the shelter. But in the summertime, springtime and stuff come, I don't need a dwelling. All I need is a car. Keep it all coming. Engagement turns into views. You got that right. But I appreciate you guys. I appreciate it. It's very much appreciated, you guys. I hope everybody in here has a great evening. I hope you guys all had a good day. What did you guys do today? Everybody was probably working. It's a Monday, but I'm normally off on Sunday and Monday, so. You need to fix your Planet Fitness membership ASAP. Yeah, Planet Fitness is a place you can go. I mean, I work out at Planet Fitness almost every day, but I also go there to take showers, because when I'm at the shelter, I don't take showers really at the shelter because I'm not really comfortable. But at Planet Fitness, as long as I got my shower shoes and I got my towel and got me a rag and stuff like that, I take showers mainly at Planet Fitness, because I pay like $20-something a month. I have access to the massage room. I can sit on the massage chairs or whatever. I can utilize all those extra benefits at Planet Fitness. And I also can work out. I go in there and do the treadmill, or whatever. So I'm benefiting being there. But being a homeless person, even though I'm living in a shelter, I still consider myself to be homeless. And some people say, oh, you're not homeless. I am homeless because I don't have an address. There's no address for me. So if you don't have an address legally, you're considered to be a homeless person if you don't have an address where all your mail goes to. So I'm going to keep Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is a gem to have if you're in a position that you kind of in between households. Because you can go there and take a nice hot shower at Planet Fitness. You don't ever have to worry about Planet Fitness having a cold shower. Like some of these cold hotel rooms I stayed at. You will overcome all of this in due time. Sure will. I sure will. Yeah. I keep my head high and I keep going, and You know, I keep hustling my YouTube stuff every day, and YouTube is turning into another stream of income. I could add that to my job. You know, you never know. I could be blessed and really get blessed in ways that I never even imagined. And I might not even need to have a second job. YouTube can be my second job, and then I got my soul business. So I'm going to be okay. But things just take time to prosper. Especially all the time and emotion and energy that I put into my channel, and I'm authentic and I'm talking to people and I'm communicating. There's no lies over here because I'm living this is my life story of what I'm going through right now. So one day when I'm able to get settled again and I find that apartment or that house, we're going to keep it open. We're going to keep it 100, that apartment or that house, or hey, I might go back to an extended stay. So what? Wherever I end up out of this shelter, it's going to be my home. If it's going to be an extended stay, it's going to be my home for temporary. I can see myself going back into extended stay maybe for 2 years until I can get it together. So I don't feel ashamed. I'm not ashamed of this. If I was ashamed, I wouldn't be coming on social media talking about it. There's no shame over here, baby. I'm just going to talk about what real people are going through out here in these streets, man. I've lived with family and they kicked me out. And I know it sounds like, oh, you must be the problem. No, I'm not the problem. I just live with some people that really didn't want to help me out. They didn't really want to help me. So you know what that feels like? It hurts, man. I had to move all my stuff in a hoopty. At the time, I had a hoopty. I had to move all my stuff in a hoopty car that had a bad oil leak. Man, I've been through hell these last 2 years. But some reason I'm still here. God keeps me up. God keeps me up when people be wanting to have me down. People, and the sad part is the people that want you down are the people that you supposed to love, your family, your sisters, your brothers. They're the ones that's stabbing you right in your back, thinking that they're better than you. You know what I mean? I'm better than her because I don't have this, I don't have that. So they think they're better. Screw them. Let them be better, because they're going to be the same ones coming knocking on my door one day. They're going to come knock on our doors and ask us for help. So that's what I said. But guys, I thank you guys for coming here. I think I didn't talk my head off all night. I think I'm going to go. I'm going to be headed back to this place in a little bit. Hey, how you doing, Shelby? Miss Green. How's your day going? How's your Monday? Let me know how your Monday's going, sis. You know me, I'm just sitting in my car talking trash. Anybody else in the chat want to say hi? I'm not gonna bite you. I see 20 people watching. Nobody's really saying nothing. I'm talking about for the people that's not talking. Say hello. Come up here and say hi. It's interesting listening to you. What's interesting? What's interesting to you? What interests you listening to me? Let me know. Hi Hazel, how are you? What's interesting listening to me? Let me know, because I'm curious. I'm curious. Hopefully it's something positive. Y'all, I'm always collecting this nail polish. I told you I got 2 nail polishes from Dollar Tree today. Dollar Tree be having Sally Hansen. And I got 2 of them. I got a pink. What's the name of this color? This is called Pink Punk. And then I have Silver Storm. About life. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like my therapy too. I'm therapy myself. You know what I mean? I like to come to the show my support. I appreciate it, Dr. J. Dr. J be here every day showing love. And I go to your channel as well, so I show support back. If you guys have a social media, y'all want me to come and check it out, just say so. Really, I have a nice voice? I don't think so. When I hear myself, I don't like the way I sound. But a lot of people say that. How did you sleep last night? I slept good. But girl, it was some drama at the shelter last night. And I think I'm going to put that video out tomorrow so y'all can See what unfolded. The shelter was off the chain last night, child. The girls was in there girling. Child, the ghetto girls was out there last night. So I'm going to put that video out tomorrow so y'all can see how my experience was at the shelter last night. I got to put it in the video so y'all can really just hear what I got to say, because, girl, the shelter was off the chain last night. Is it affordable at the extended stay? Well, my extended stay that I was staying in down here was $350 a week. And I couldn't afford that with my wages and with the bills that I have already. I couldn't afford to keep paying that. When I was in an extended stay, I had a savings. I went through my savings. I had a few thousands in savings. So I was able to pay, but I have a car now. You know what I'm saying? I have a car insurance and I have things. So my savings started to dwindle. I'm trying to get back to live streaming. You know, when life calls, one must answer. I understand. And I like talking to people too. Like, I do like communicating. I like YouTube. I do have a TikTok that I really don't use anymore for talking like this. Because I don't know, on TikTok, it seems like on TikTok you get more views and stuff like that. But you're going to get a lot of more people on TikTok. I don't know. TikTok, I think, is a different atmosphere. I got off of TikTok because I kind of started some of this type of talking on TikTok, and it didn't go well for me on TikTok. So I was like, I think YouTube is a little bit more laid back and chill. Hey, how you doing, Miss Foodie? How you doing this afternoon? I think TikTok is kind of crazy, off the hook a little bit. So I stopped doing. I still make content on TikTok, but it's just fun content on TikTok for me. It's not anything serious like what I'm talking about here. I have a TikTok, I have an Instagram, I have a Facebook. Facebook and Instagram, I really don't do anything on anymore. I used to do more Facebook and TikTok stuff when I had my own apartment. But I really don't even have a desire to have a Facebook or a TikTok anymore. I really would like to delete those platforms. But it's hard to even delete your social media because they don't let you. It's not that easy. I found you on IG. You found me on Instagram? How'd you find me on there? How did you find me on there? Was I one of your recommended persons or something? I guess when you do social media, things just pop up. People just find me, honey. My favorite is YouTube. My favorite is YouTube too. Are you still dating, and will you ever have your own apartment soon? Probably not soon. I don't know when I'm gonna get my own place. One day. One day. One day. Where is my friend Rhonda? Rhonda was here earlier. She probably stepped away for a minute, but Rhonda's always around. Like, Rhonda's always here. Dr. J's always here. Wait, I mean YouTube. That's what I'm saying. How you find me on Instagram? Because I don't share my Instagram or my Facebook on this platform at all. I don't share any of my social media because some of my other social medias are a little bit more personable, like with family and stuff like that. So I got off of Facebook and all that stuff a long time ago. And TikTok for me now, I just do fun stuff. Like, I do I try to dance and do little dumb stuff. You know what the young generation be doing, dancing and stuff. So I try to make, like, TikTok a fun, airy place. TikTok is my serious spot. And I think TikTok is, like, YouTube is more laid back for me because I've been on YouTube for like 14 years now. I have another channel that I stopped doing because my family found that channel and they started to, like, watch me. And I was like, well, you're not going to watch me struggle, so y'all can forget that. You should come to Florida. No, I can't come to another state right now. I can't spend much time on Facebook or Instagram. Yeah, I go on Facebook and Instagram every day to just look and see what's going on, and I'm off. But I normally spend a lot of my time on YouTube. All my time is spent on YouTube throughout the day because YouTube is like my television, right? But on TikTok, I go through. TikTok is kind of fun. You know what I'm saying? But YouTube is my stomping ground, so... Yeah, the spam is crazy on TikTok because you got the men. It's such a setup. The men are always saying, "Oh, you're just beautiful. You're beautiful. Your eyes are radiant, darling." You get all them stupid things, and I mean, they just come and they just never stop. And that's another reason why I kind of stopped with TikTok because the spam crap is insane. So I don't even waste my time with that no more. The spamming is on a different level. Yes, it is. It's annoying. I have like 20 guys sending me messages. I don't know. I guess it's AI bots. It's so annoying. I can't stand it. It's such an annoying thing. So that's another reason why I got off of TikTok too. The spam is just crazy. But for some reason, it seems like you get more views on TikTok. Like they follow you and then ghost you. What they do it on TikTok on here too. Because some of them, most of that stuff is AI bots or whatever. I just got sick of the guys. Of course, you get the African guys that come in every day. You get the African guys that come in and tell you how beautiful you are. Oh, I would love to marry you and all this old crazy stuff. Like, they follow you and then ghost you. Yeah. But when you do social media, you see the people that really support you because you see them every day. They come by and say stuff. You know, some people might have things that they're doing in their life, but they come back. Like people that like you, they'll come back. You could tell the people that's following you just to try to get their views up and stuff, or the ones that, you know, subscribers don't mean nothing. It just matters about the views. There go Rhonda, Dr. J. Not the BS. I'm gonna get down this road, y'all. I'm gonna get down the road and go turn myself in. There go Rhonda, Dr. J. Rhonda, Dr. J was looking for you today. She's like, where's Rhonda at? She normally here. I said, yeah, Rhonda be here every day. I'm still trying to understand why YouTube changed people's names and put like numbers on it, and I wonder why they did that. I'm sorry, I know y'all can probably hear me chewing. All right, guys, I'm gonna head back to the shelter, y'all. Matter of fact, it's coming too early. I don't know why I thought it was like 7 something. But I'm gonna go down this way and get a little bit closer to my abode. I'm gonna go, y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all tomorrow morning, okay? I gotta go to work tomorrow, but tomorrow I think I work in the afternoon. I'm gonna talk to y'all tomorrow, okay? Good night, guys. I'll talk to y'all soon. I don't want to cut y'all conversation. I know y'all talking in the chat a little bit. Y'all be talking amongst each other. Y'all have a good night. Thank you, guys. I'll talk to y'all soon, okay? I will be here tomorrow. Say good night to your buddies. I don't want to cut the conversation off while y'all talking. I love when I see y'all talking amongst yourselves. This is so cute, but I'll talk to y'all tomorrow, okay? Y'all have a great night. I thank you for support. I'm going to go get on down to the shelter. It might be some action tonight. I might have something to talk about tomorrow, so we'll see, okay? I'll talk to y'all later, okay? Good night, y'all. I love you guys. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming by.